Once you go on there, that's it.
Really?
Once I introduce you, talk with you. Well, if you want to do, we can do an interview. Whenever you're ready, let me know.
Okay. All right.
And you share that back to your Facebook.
Okay.
You open one of these.
Right. Gotcha.
Those are my friends I'm talking to. I'm not going to put nobody in the public eye unless they're my friends. Not anybody deserves the public eyes. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how it go, mama. It start from there. Yes, I start muka banging. Muka banging is what I start with. You know, people eat a lot of food.
Yes.
People doing it. I'm the first person who did it. I'm the one that set the trends for the whole world doing it. A lot of them don't even know that it's me. It's sad, right? So they don't even know. But they're making money from it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know I didn't have no makeup on. I got the cream on my face. So I don't want to put no makeup on because the cream is what I make. And I don't want to put the cream, the makeup, make my face look more dark and probably get bumps. And I'm making a product which I'm selling, I'm using, so I don't want to put any makeup on. You know what I mean, Mama? Yeah. Good morning, good morning. I know I haven't come a long time over here in YouTube. God bless you, YouTubers. Thank you for subscribing. God bless you today. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened when the music go on there? I can get locked down for over 6-7 months or more. Because it's not my music. I'm not authorized to use. I could use my own music, which I do have my music, but I can't play it. I don't have the equipment to play it. And even when you beg, people still doing it.
Right.
So I'm gonna try something else, Mama. I love you. Dayomo. Yeah, so good guys. Oh, I know you wanna see my outfit. I know, because I just take a shower. I don't want you to see it. I know I'm gonna put you to see it. You can see it from here. I can't stay too long because it's noisy out here. Can't wait for the summer to come, right, Mama? We just can't wait for the summer because we eating healthy. We have a little body, the body not too big, You know what I'm saying? Can put on any stuff. Yeah, I just take a shower. Mama. Yesterday I had kale, lettuce, beetroot, and chickpeas, and avocado, and what else? Tomatoes. And what else I don't remember? What it's a big healthy bowl from sweet greens. I'm eating from sweet greens today again. Because I'm getting older now. Soon is my birthday in April.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be 48.
Okay.
I'm getting there, Mama.
I'll be 58.
That's good, but I finished menopause already.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm done with that stuff. Yeah. So I don't have to wear any tampons or pads. I'm so glad. After surviving COVID and surviving narcissist abuse, today we're going to talk about the narcissist and the abuse and the smell you carry like a dead rat when you're around them. I got to tell you, so look at the outfit because you ain't going to see it no more. You like it, mommy? The back look good too?
Yeah.
Oh boy. And I ain't get my body done. You see, when you try to eat right, it's better.
Yeah.
Because without eating right, then this thing gonna be like this big. You know what I mean? The stomach. So that's good. Yeah, I love you guys. I love you. I'm gonna talk to you now. But I don't wanna get the music into this thing. Yeah, so good morning. Good morning, my loved ones. Call and get your cream. 347-469-3874 and get your cream. Get your pineapple and your mango cream. That's what's selling a lot now. That's what everybody buying. And after they purchase it and you get to them, they call in and say, Olivet, I love the mango and pineapple cream. It's so moisturizing. It's so good. 2 days and I could see the difference in my skin already. The texture of it is very rich. It's very smooth. It's not dried up. It's not watery. And they love it. And that's the great thing about it. Yes, so let's talk about the narcissist today. I never have no intention to talk about the narcissist, but I think somebody need to hear this or somebody need to know about the narcissist. I've been through so much that I could even hardly speak. When I was trying to do narcissist videos, it was actually, I'm in the same situation trying to talk about a narcissist, the same place a narcissist was, that was hearing everything that I was saying and I didn't give a damn. Because I feel like I was about to bust, like a balloon blow up and about to bust. And I didn't give a damn because if you're not talking, even when I was talking, I was dying. Let's talk about the narcissist seriously. And more than half of the world is narcissists. I want you to know that it's a serious, serious thing. It's not a disease. is a soulless being. So the narcissist is a soulless being. What I mean, a lot of people are soulless being, and when you're a soulless being, you really is a narcissist. I come all the way in here and still turn up the music. That's crazy, right? Yeah, so it's a soulless being. Now, from my experience, I had met my ex-boyfriend. I met him when I probably about 18 going to 19 years old when I met him. And his mother is black and his father is white. And he's mixed. And for me, I thought he was a nice guy, a really nice guy. When I mean a really nice guy, he's so humble, such a nice guy. Will jump around and help you with any little thing. You know, quick to help you with stuff, like jump around, what you doing? I do this, I help you do this, I fix this, I set up your bed for you, I set up your furniture for you, whatever you need, I help you move. Whatever you need, he'll jump around. And I remember I met him at the strip joint, which is not a good place to meet anybody, knowing that now. But at the time, I didn't know no better. And I was living on my own, and I had a nice little apartment over there in East New York. Anyway, when I met him, he decided he wanted to come visit me one day. And that day, come to visit me. I remember that day when he showed up at my house early in the morning. I didn't realize he was going to come that time early because he just showed up and was ringing the bell. Anyway, I let him and he come inside. And I remember getting up and I know I have to take a shower. Because, you know, you want to take a shower and get fresh and put on some fresh clothes. You're in the bed sleeping. So I remember getting up and spread the bed and leave him out there and went to the bathroom to take a shower. When I went to a bathroom to take a shower, next thing I know, the bathroom door pushed open and this man was in my bathroom. And I was like, excuse me, you cannot be in my bathroom. I'm taking a shower. When I finish take a shower, I'll come outside. You know what I'm saying? Can you sit and wait for me to finish take a shower? He said to me, I just want to tell you that I wanted to marry you. This was kind of shocking to me because remember, I'm in a strip joint. I met him in a strip joint and I never expected about marriage. I wasn't even thinking about marriage at that time, at that age. You know what I mean? So he's like, yeah, because I wanted to marry you. So I was like, I'm not going to marry nobody. I said to him, I'm not going to be marrying nobody. You know what I mean? Trying to catch this thing up. Get something with my purse, Danny. Back to the water. Because I do drink a lot of water. I love this water to death. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, I'm telling you, mama. So, I have another bottle. I put the full one behind because you know I do drink a lot of water. I don't know what I will do without this water, man. I just love the water so much. God damn, can somebody love water that much? I love water too much, man. I've been drinking these, man. There's a full one behind the phone. Hold the phone up. So anyway, yeah, can I get up and beard and so on. Want my ear for growth, so I can have different hairstyle. So anyway, I was like, I'm not planning to marry nobody. Same place I said, no, I'm not planning to marry nobody. Just like that to him. And when I say that, I got on cream, so my skin look a bit, you know what I'm saying? When I said that to him, to my surprise, he had a bottle of wine. He came to the house with a bottle of wine. It got to be an expensive bottle of wine. Good morning, baby. Good morning, England, Jamaica, Toronto, Grenada, Guyana, Antigua, Switzerland, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, everybody. New York, Queens, Brooklyn, New Jersey, Dallas, Texas, Florida, Miami, Connecticut. Good afternoon. Africa, East, West, North, and South. Good afternoon, Italy. Good afternoon, India. Good afternoon, everybody all over the world. I said good afternoon because to me it's not morning already. It's afternoon already. Morning done already. You know, from after 12 o'clock, I'm morning already. So anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. Because I don't know why it's spiking me too much to get these things out into the world. It's very important for you to understand that it's not everybody you meet mean that they're a human being because they look like a human being. Good morning, Jamaica, my hometown. I love Jamaica. That's my hometown. Jamaica is a paradise, and I will continue to say that it's a paradise, and it's a paradise, always going to be a paradise. So, my thing is, I need to talk about it at this point. I need to start doing more narcissist video and to let certain things out into the world for you to understand about the narcissist and understand if you're with a narcissist and how your life is going to turn out to be. Anyway, at this point, I tell him, I don't know, I don't want to marry nobody. Just like that I said to him, you know. And when I came outside, I didn't see him. I didn't see him at all. I didn't realize he run off, he took the back of the liquor and he run fast as he could and went back home. When I'm calling the phone, I didn't get no answer at all. I was like, this is kind of weird. So my cousin came over my place and she were hanging out with me. And she had a son who was a baby at that time, Jahard. And we were hanging out together and we was making prank calls because we were just bored, you know, and making prank calls. So once you're making prank calls, you hear the noise in the background? I can't tell people what to do for them phone, but can you turn down a little bit, maybe just a little bit, please? Just a little bit, just a little bit. Thanks. Please. Come and raise and start the music up. Mother, good them turn thing. Yeah. Come downstairs. I could go upstairs and go back in the hallway, but people are sleeping. I don't want to be in the hallway. Nobody wake up and me talking and wake up in the hallway. I'll go in a little while when I think they're up, because everybody up by 7 o'clock. Yeah, so basically run off, but he wasn't speaking. So my cousin was making prank call. My cousin like, hello. I was making jokes and stuff calling. And he answered the phone. And he was one of the person we call. And he answered the phone and he started to apologize to my cousin how much he was sorry that he run out, because I guess his voice sounded like my voice. And he thought it was me. So then my cousin gave me the phone. I was talking to him. Then after he started to talk to me, he decided, you know, he's like, listen, why don't you come and live with me? My mom never liked you, but she passed away now. It's only me and my dad here. You don't have to be paying the rent over there, because I was working with Cineplex Odeon at the time. It's a popcorn, selling popcorn and sodas and candy in Manhattan at the Cineplex Odeon movie theater. And I was doing a lot of work at the time. And I was dancing at the same time. And at the same time, I get, with Blacktail magazine, I get involved in it. By this guy come and tell me that, you know, they want them looking for a model and stuff, take a picture with their makeup on and send it to them. Then they said they want me to do the modeling for them, which was nude stuff, which I'm not proud of at the time. I'm not proud of it. But I was thinking that it's a money to bring in food on the table. And I'm working at Cineplex so that all in the same time dancing part-time. I'm doing the photo shoot at part-time, where I come in Manhattan. And I would with professional photo shoot. Professional, meaning that you cannot do your makeup yourself. They do your makeup, you know, and whatever wigs you bring, you know, to make sure it stay right. Your makeup is done right. And they will set up like a park scene like you're outside, all professional people. And then you will come out in a magazine and they will send you a box of that magazine. Whenever the magazine is ready, they will send you a whole box of that magazine to where you live. Free. Because you're in the magazine, you're the centerfold. So at that time, you know, I decided that, okay, I'm going to listen to him and I'm going to move in. I'm going to move in where he lives, because he have a big empty room on the other side, big room on the other side. And his dad was staying in the back room. He stayed in the middle as usually. And I decided to, okay, I'll move in with you. You know, he's sweetheart me moving with him. And he used to come on the strip joint all the time. And when he come, I'm the only person that he wants to see. He never want to go with no other girl to do any private dance in the back room or anything like that. He never wanted that, you know. So basically what happened, you know, some people are just evil and have bad intention, you know. They just try. And they tell them explain the music, they just put on more. So basically what happened, this door cannot close now. So basically what happened, I don't like, because it's bothering you when you start to think and talk, you know, it's like distracting you in the background and all you ask. So anyway, basically I went to live there to ease myself from that, like wake up in the morning, I could get off work. Sometimes I get home after 8 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock in the morning from work. In the night, I'm doing a double shift in the day. In the nights I don't go dancing. And by the time I get back to Brooklyn and get off the train, believe you me, and get home, it's almost 9 o'clock, because the trains be running so, takes so long for come late at night. And I decided that I'm tired sometimes too much. And my rent was $700 a month, but believe me, them time I was working maybe like $6.50 as assistant manager, because I worked myself up to assistant manager and so forth. So therefore, from then, I decided that, okay, I'm going to live with him, because it'd be easier for me that I'm not paying any rent. and so on. And I have my son in Jamaica that I'm taking care of because I'm sending money to Western Union every week. Make sure my son is good, make sure my son is okay, because my son means everything to me. So I had to make sure my sons go right, get the education that I never get, and go to school and things like that. So I'm moving with him. The first problem I had when I moved in that I didn't realize something was really wrong is when I realized I can't find some of my clothes. And these are clothes that I really like. These are clothes that I really love, beautiful clothes that I really love. And I was like, what happened to my clothes? And he said, well, I probably threw them out by mistake. I mean, you come with your car and you help me moving from my apartment and bringing my clothes over. And all my bags of clothes, I can't find them. And then I ask you, see, maybe throw them away by mistake, but it's okay, you can buy more. So I never look into that as a threat. I never look into that as a big threat and to say, well, something is definitely wrong. I think you have to go upstairs. Something is definitely wrong. I look at it like, how can you, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, how can you have the bags of clothes that you're taking from me upstairs, loading into your car, and all of a sudden you might have thrown some of them away? Why would you throw away my clothes? You're helping me move. Why would you throw away my clothes? Hi, mommy, love you. Tayoma. Yeah, so why would you throw my clothes away? You know? And I never look into it. I always think in the back of my head, why my clothes been thrown away? And just always thinking, that's kind of crazy. How can that happen? How can somebody have your clothes tie the bags are tied up and you're moving the bags down, and all of a sudden those bunch of stuff are missing and get to your place, and I'm asking you, you might have thrown them up by mistake. I never look at it as a narcissist abuse. I just keep one in the back of my mind like, yo, why my clothes being thrown out? I'm moving to your place. Why my clothes? But then the money came in because he's waiting for a check to come in for his mom. His mom worked for Mount Sinai Hospital. Actually, it's the same hospital that had a problem with my mom. The same hospital had a problem with his mom. And she sued him and she won the case. And they said she's wicked. She's a wicked bitch. So they would not pay up the money until she died. That's what the son told me. After she died, the check came in. When I was there at that time, that's when he's like, what do you want? What would you like to have? I said, well, I would like to have the breast implant because of my breastfeed for so long, and I was really self-conscious about my breasts. I didn't feel good about the way they look. They look like 100-year-old, and I'm still young. Just dried up on my chest, just pure skin, and they're withered. They have no mask in them. So regular when I put on my brassiere, I always put paper towel in my bra because you have nothing to fit up the bra. And I was 34B. So, my cup was small and it was dry. So that is a thing. When I was in the club, I always tie my blouse on the top. I never want to take off my top. Even though it's a nude club, I never want to because I don't like the way my top is looking for a young girl because I breastfeed for a long time. My son, I had him when I was 16. So we decided to go to the doctor. And I went to the doctor, and then they decided, doctor showed me he's going to cut this, cut that, fix that. I need a breast lift and an implant at the same time. And we were driving back. And I was like, I wasn't going to do it because I was like, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm scared. But then again, when I realized that I can't go through life with my chest like that, it's a big bothering to me. I decided when I was coming to the tunnel from Manhattan, I had my girlfriend with me, Barbie with me, and so on. And that's when we decided that my friend that she wanted to come with me because it's the same doctor she uses, and her breast was perfectly done. I don't know if that doctor's still alive today. And Park Avenue, I forget what his name was, but he's a great doctor. Park Avenue in Manhattan. And so she went with me because that was her doctor. Three of us went together. And I decided, okay, I'm going to do it the next morning. I just decided I'm just going to do it the next morning. So make an appointment for the next day. I remember went into the surgery around 12 o'clock and getting back out by 12:30, my breast was done. And I remember when they put the gas thing and said, tell me something about Jamaica. And by the time you're supposed to say Jamaica is hot and sunny, you're out. You fall asleep when they gas you. So I went in the surgery at 12 o'clock and came out at 12:30. Just must feel like I smoked some weed. That's the only way it feel like. And my breast was done. I was glad that it over with. And I think I had to go back a couple days, either a week or a couple days later, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I was there with him. So I was there in the house with him where I would get up and I would cook, I would clean, and I would do laundry. I'd make sure the place spotless clean. His dad was alive at the time. And the dad was still working. The dad was working up by the church. We're doing some, he teach some schools about different things, classes. to other people that would come, young people and so forth. And he would stay home. He never works. He never works. He was there taking care of his mom and his dad, so he never had a job all his life. He'd been to Yale College, and he'd been to Yale, but even though he'd been to Yale, he never come out and do anything. His brother is a doctor. He never really do anything with his life. Basically, he said because he's taking care of his parents, and because he got glaucoma in his eyes. So that is going to make him go blind. So that's why I smoke a lot of marijuana, a lot of pot. At the time, I never smoked weed. I never liked the smell of weed. I couldn't stand it. So I would get mad in the morning, like, come on, don't come in the room with this weed so early in the morning. By 6 o'clock, you're up smoking. I was like, go back in your room and smoke. Don't come in this room, because we was together. It was my boyfriend at this time, and so on, And so I said, why don't you try and get a job? Because I'm doing a magazine, I'm doing the dancing part-time, and I was still working in Cineplex Odeon at the same time. Even though I lived here, I never gave up my job and so forth. I was still dancing sometime. And I was like, why don't you find a job doing something? You know what I mean? Because your father going out to work, your mother passed away, I'm doing something, and you're just there not doing anything, and so forth. He stay on the thing, he plays game, he do whatever he wants to do. And I'm not forcing him to tell him how to live his life, because the apartment that he's in, he was born in that apartment. Yeah, because he had a brother that born before that, he said, that fell out a different apartment window and passed away. So at this time, they decided to move on a flat flooring apartment, and he was born there. So basically that is home that he born in and grew up in since he was a child. His father was a marshal. His father was in World War II. Yes, so his father was a marshal. Yeah, good morning, darling. Remember to put a like on this narcissist video. And so basically, I was just cooking, cleaning. I was making him big oxtail. He had a car. We used to go to the food health store, because we used to eat regular food from the store. We'd have to go to the health store and buy healthy food. And he was like, don't buy these in the black neighborhood. Don't buy these at the supermarket. They will take food from the white neighborhood that expire, and they'll put a different date on it and put it in a neighborhood which is black. And I was like, what? Not such thing. He said, sure, these things are not good, These are bad food that the other supermarket don't want, and they dump it into the black supermarket in the black area and put a different stamp on it to get sales, so they wouldn't lose the product to make sale for them. So I didn't want to believe it, but anyway, we go to the health store and we buy healthy food, healthy rice, everything healthy. One time he bought some lion meat. And I was like, damn, you got to eat that lion meat by yourself. You got to cook that by yourself, buddy. I'm not cooking that lion meat, the tiger meat or whatever. He bought buffalo, some crazy meat. They could get some crazy shit. I don't know how they get it. Some place you go to and get these crazy meats, to buy and so forth. And so I was there cooking and cleaning. And I remember one night I was going to a strip club back in, I think the name of it was the Q Club in Queens. I think it was the Q Club. If I remember good, if the Q Club, the name of it is. But one of them club in Queens where they got two big stage. We danced, a lot of strippers, a lot of dancers there. And I remember specifically I was going at night and I was getting ready for days, because I was telling him like, it's a dancehall queen contest and I want to win. I want to beat this. I know I can do this, right? Not having God at that time and don't have enough knowledge, you think that you was doing the right thing, not realize you're leaning into a path of destruction. A part that only waste your time in your life, when you could be doing better things in your life. You could do a little business, manifesting your own money, instead of out there stripping and dancing and drinking alcohol and mashing up your life, which you don't have to. You could have been getting rich long time ago by manifesting, by believing in the Most High God, because God show you how to make money, how to be blessed, and He help you to be blessed in that frequency. But when you don't know no better, you stoop for low, you stoop for the cheapest that the devil can give you. So I decided to go and I get dressed. I remember getting dressed, and because this time he said, take a little pull, he tried to get me to smoke before. So now I started smoke a little weed, I'm saying, by being around him. I started smoking, because one, he never stopped until he get me smoking, so I wouldn't complain. So this particular night, I remember I rolled up some weed and we were smoking, man. We were smoking and shit. But I didn't know it was a narcissist, because I didn't know about them things back then. And I was like sitting there and I couldn't move, I was like, I don't know. I don't feel like I can move, And it's like, if you don't feel like going there, you don't have to bother going. You could just take your clothes back off. But the point is, I really want to go, but I feel like I couldn't go because after I smoke the weed, I feel stuck. Maybe the weed was too strong or whatever it is, but I feel like I couldn't move. I feel like I couldn't move no muscle, girl. But I want to get out of there because it was no enjoyment. You know, the house was basically, I'm in the room, but most of the time I'm by myself. He doesn't stay in the room, but he come in this room when he want to make love. He come in the room when he want to make love, and he would lock the doors. So basically, it's like he owns you. You know what I mean? My nails are not done anymore. Yeah, my nails are not done anymore because, you know, I'm not supposed to be doing my nails. And I tell you guys over and over, I do not want to do my nails. But I'm so fascinated. I like to have beautiful nails. And I went back and do my nails and do it over again. And when I went back, the same thing happened. The guy filing my nail and my nail get infected. And this is what my nail become. So I had to soak them off. I have to went up there and soak these nails off my nail. And when the nail come off, that is what underneath the nail. Good thing I didn't keep it to fill it or anything. I said, no, I got to get them back off my nail and soak them off. And this is what my nail become. So when you see my nail is not done, don't complain. I'm just sick and tired of this stuff. So basically what happened, it was like a funeral place, like a mourning. The whole house was so quiet all the time. And he wasn't a person that make a lot of joke and happy and laugh. He always been quiet and just quiet and kind of sneaky. You know, there's people like peep through the door, peeping at you, watching you, like stalking you quietly. But you're not taking it nothing because you don't know about narcissists. You're just thinking a person like you a lot. But why does he does the thing he does? Like come in front of you, open up his eyes, and looking into your eyes, put his forehead on your forehead, and just look in your eyes like that. And you stand back like, what the hell, you know? You kind of figure out what the hell it is, what's going on. But you cannot figure out that it's your soul. He's going into your soul. He's attaching to your soul. He's a parasite. You see, the narcissist is a living parasite. He's a next person that look like a human being like you, but they are parasite that itch onto your soul, and then they feed from the soul because you're soulless being to take your soul and actually take your life. So once I was there all the time, I never had any joy, and there was a disconnection, especially making love. You don't feel like your boyfriend love you like you've been together. It's just like a person that's come and use you and walk away. You know what I mean? It's not that kind of love making, you know, it's just like use you and walk away. This kind of feeling you get. So basically, it was always boring. It was always like a funeral. So sometimes I would go away to strippers that I meet, that I was cool. It was from Jamaica. I would go to their house in Queens. I would spend like a whole week over there. A whole 2 weeks staying away from home because I wasn't feel like nothing going on. When I go back, it's the same thing. You know, nothing going on. But I didn't realize what it was, why I was feeling that kind of way. You know what I mean? And so on. So my friends come over. They leave from Queens and they come over to my house and spend. But I tell them, I'm not going to sleep in that room. Because in that room, I don't remember how I ended up sleeping in that room that his dad had that room. I don't know if he had a different room before. I know I ended up in that room. But I remember one night sleeping in that room and I saw a clown. A clown came to me and frightened me out my sleep, you know. It's like you're not really, like you're dreaming, but you're not really dreaming. And you saw this clown and scare you, this clown, the paint on the face and everything, right? So I don't remember that's the reason why I changed room or whatever it was, where I was in the other room, but I remember sleeping in that room one night. I don't know the reason why I ended up sleeping in that room, but that room was a clown that night that came to me. And from that, I was so scared. I was like, as a demon in that room, I will never want to go back in that room. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when he probably changed and his dad went in that room when he went in the middle room, something like that. But anyway, I never want to go back in that room, you know? So I was telling him about it. He's like, nah, that's crazy. There's nothing, you know, in the house, whatever. So when my friends, they came over and you got to get inside, baby, tell me to get out, because I don't want to, yeah. So my friends came over and they slept in that room. You know what I'm saying? And when they slept in that room, because the dad was running one, they run them one is like, there's a clown in the room. Yeah, I seen a demon clown last night. Man, I gotta go, I'm going home. So they decided to go home, right? Because I know I seen the clown myself. I was like, see, I told you there was a clown in that room. But I never knew that. When I saw the clown wig in the house, I asked him, you know, why you have this wig here with all the colors? And he's like, because I work at McDonald's sometime, for the kids outside as a clown. So I'm saying, I know I seen a clown that scared me up my thing and thing, whatever. Come to find about it, probably he was the clown. I don't know. Because he had the wig, he painted the stuff on, and he make himself into a clown, right? The dad always tell him, go and find something to do, and he never did. So when the money came, the dad came and said, you know what? That's why I ended up getting a breast implant, because he was like, you know what? And my share of money that I supposed to take for myself, I'm not going to take any of it. I wanted to spend it on Olivet. She's the daughter that I never had. Because I cook, I clean, I make sure he's happy, get his good meal. He says the daughter that I never have. Spend on Olivet. So his brother's supposed to get his part of the money. And the brother take his part of the money, which he was mad about. The brother taking the next part of the money. He's like, why even take the money? Because my mom and dad had bought him a house. I'll then put it in my clothes, because some of my clothes, I'm itching something in my clothes in the closet. People bad mind, I know them stay. Yeah, so it was like they bought him a house in Maryland, and he's a doctor already, he making enough money. And I said, why would he want part of the lawsuit money? He should have been have all of it. Then he told me that the brother said, no, he ain't getting it until he go back to school, until he do something with his life. He's not getting his money, that part of the money. So he was mad and stuff. He was mad, argument started. The brother said he was going to hire a detective to find out who I was and all this stuff. So he get on the computer. I remember he was sitting there telling his brother, leave her alone. Why you harassing her? Leave her alone. Stop harassing her. You remember what you did to me when you raped me in my butt? Stop harassing her. So when I find out that, I was kind of pitiful. I was feeling sorry, like, damn, I've been raped too. By my brother too, And I feel bad about the situation that happened to him. I thought he had a big scar on his life since he was a child. If his brother has been with him in the next room having sex with him as a child, then, that's a big scar on him. So I kind of feel sympathy for him because of what I've been through myself, But I never can get no joy out of this man for some reason. So I was there with him and I was like, I do not want to get pregnant. So he's like, I don't want to get pregnant because he wasn't using anything. And I wind up getting pregnant. But the reason why I went and get rid of the child, I went to Planned Parenthood and they give me an injection, which they say, well, it's like 6 weeks or something, and it's not going to be into anything, and it's going to come back out as a period or whatever. So the reason why I did that, he was so ignorant sometimes, and I didn't know what it was, make his face looking all makeup and have an attitude for no reason. I didn't know what it was. So definitely, he would watch movies like slave movies. He loved to watch slave movies. So what he does, he put the slave movie on, and I was lying there with him because remember, making love wasn't just making love. He has to come up with this bunch of chains. So he went for this bunch of chains that he would keep in the room, and he would chain me up and he would lock it up like a padlock, lock me into chains. Now, I never understand what was going on. And I never know that he had to think that he was like a master, called me master. Then I was a slave. I didn't even know that. So one day when he ticked me off is when, because I didn't understand a lot, is when watching the movie that he puts in, he wants me to watch the movie with him. And this movie is something that he watch over and over. And he said, look at that. When they chained the black girl and they would just throw her out into the water with the chains and handcuff and everything for whatever reason after they rape her and beat her or whatever the master did to her after the slave boat. I don't remember the name of the ship, name of the movie. It was just throw her off and make sure she drowned in an handcuff, with the chains on. Going down in the water, she came to help herself because foot and hand is bound and lock and throw her in the water. And he said, look at that. They deserve everything that they gotten. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, because black people is terrible. Black people is bad. And I was like, what do you mean? Because his mother is black, you know what I mean? I said, but your mother is black. He said, yeah, but she don't even like them. You know, when my mom drives down, because you know he live at the Brooklyn Museum, I know Franklin Avenue is very close. And he would said, when his dad come knocking me up for Olivet, I need to see Olivet. Then I had to wait a while for him to open those chains to get me on those chains that he had me making love. So he was like, when my mom drive down Franklin Avenue, he called them niggers and fly. I said, niggers and fly? Why niggers? Because they're dirty, so they're dirty and stink, the niggers and fly? And she's black herself, and she's black like tar? I didn't want to believe that. So when he showing the stuff like they showing him off the boat and it's horrible slave ship movie I was watching, horrible. He's like, look at that and they deserve it. I got so ticked off. I was ticked off to a point. I don't know if he wanted to take me off or because the narcissist wanted to feed on me. And he been feeding on me for years. I got so ticked off, I was like, listen, I called Planned Parenthood, I was like, I'm going here. I don't want to have your child. I don't want this, to have your child. I need to get rid of this thing inside my stomach before it gets too worse. Because I feel like he has too much hate. I feel like he didn't, but I didn't understand that he's disconnected. You can't have no love when you're a soulless being. Having a soulless being child, you could wind up having a child which is a soulless being, which is a fallen angel. So I decided that I'm going to go. I think my sister was with me that day in the car. My sister came over, whatever it was, I don't remember. But I remember getting in the car and he's talking a lot of shit. Driving to go to Manhattan. He's talking a lot of shit. But yeah, he's right about throwing him off the boat and he was going through the whole nine. And I remember I had a pair of high heel slippers that he bought me. I take off the slippers and I freaking take it and ras him in the face with the slippers while he's driving. And it irks like he want to crash the car. Because I never give a damn. I take the slippers and started beating his ass with the slippers for talking like that. I went there and I got the injection and I got this thing out of me. I remember him coming to the room with a bucket that I was using, a bucket because I was so sick, and taking the bucket out to like little liver pieces, things coming out, my body, whatever. That was his child, I guess. So he's like mad about that up till now that I didn't have his child. But he's not mad about don't have a soul. You know what I mean? So basically what happened, is from that point on, I realized something is not right. Something, I'm not living my life. I'm not being happy. I'm just like chain up, cook, clean. Stay by yourself. Sit down like you're in a timeout. You know what I mean? So at that time I decided that when the money came, I want to go to Jamaica. I want to have some fun. I want to see my son. I want to take him with me and have some fun with him also to Jamaica. So I said, come on, we're going to go to Jamaica. I said, okay. I went to the Alum, 125th Street. I got the micro braids in my hair. Now I realize all these things that take place, which I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? I get those human hair, micro braids in my hair, look natural and long and beautiful like that. Fine, y'all, they could see, like a comb could go through it. It takes a long time to do that. I remember getting my hair done and getting all this stuff and I look so nice. You want to see my jacket suit that I'm wearing. I'm wearing like a gray jacket suit and a white long sleeve blouse with my pants tucked in with a jacket over it. You know what I'm saying? And the gray shoes to match with the rhinestone on it. Real jacket suit, looking real nice, looking real good, and so on. Like a woman supposed to look. And going to Jamaica and I get off and we rent a car. Me and him, we rent a car at the airport and then we move on to Negril. Because what happened, my cousin baby father know this gentleman close by Eastern Parkway Brooklyn Museum, and he had a big bike shop. But he also owned a lot of property in Jamaica and both sides of the street in West End. So he would rent his house out as a hotel, because like a little small hotel. Not a lot of people there because only one house on the other side, one house on the other side. So we rent the other one. So when we get off, we know exactly where we was going, that we was going to go there. My brother just came to see me. My sister Nadine came to see me. It was beautiful. And I get to see my son because Nadine was one who was taking care of my son for me. So when my son get there, I didn't like the way the teeth look so bad and orange looking and stuff. I don't think I get no my cousin was, my sister was caring him, but when teeth they look, she didn't care him also. She didn't really care. I'm not gonna say she didn't because she did. She did a damn good job. My sister, I love my sister Lily. And so forth. So at that time we rent a car, we went up there, and when I get there, in front of my brother and my sister, he just opened this big, because as I'm not having unprotected sex no more, because I do not want to get pregnant, you have to use a condom. So he went out and he bought this whole bunch of condom like he was gonna open a goddamn store with it. A whole bunch of condom like he was gonna open store. And he just emptied out the big old Ziploc bag of condom out on the bed in front of my brother and my sister. So my brother was like, my brother walk away. So that's my brother's like, I think he was gonna kill. I was like, I don't know why this man do all this kind of stuff. My brother's like, he bring all this shit down here like he's gonna burn, like he's going to basically it's like he's going to kill a horse. You have it in mind to kill a horse? That's what he says, right? So basically, I think I could go up now because everybody's waking up and the noise coming down. So I think it's time for me to go up. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm gonna try and do that. Second down. I know this guy is gonna stand there and he's not gonna say, "You're coming in here. You want to use it here?" I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. I know before you ask. I know before you ask. You're welcome. I'm gonna try to go up all the way and try to talk softly because there's too much noise. I'm gonna try. So basically, he didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to do anything at all, right? So at the hotel, what he would do is, they bring a whole bunch of weed there, and he got more weed than he could ever smoke. So what he did was, let me go up here, gotta get too noisy. Yeah, so, and them long steps, I know. Ooh, it's hard to carry them, but it's not as bad as before, and I couldn't breathe at all going up the steps. I'm doing much better. I'm not completely healed, but I'm doing much better. So I'm here. No. So basically, stay here. Yeah, I love you too. I love you too, Mama. Yeah, so hi Jamaica in the house. Good morning, baby. One piece of roast breadfruit and rundown. Roast breadfruit and rundown. Fire? I love it too. She said fire like the outfit, you say fire.
What's that?
What?
Who's that? That's on the radio?
Yeah, man, YouTube live.
Oh, all right.
It's not on you, it's on this side. I won't do that. Yeah. She kind of like, Yeah, not mine. Old lady. Feel sorry for her sometime. So anyway, basically what happened, he didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to go out and have fun. You know how you go out and you have fun? In Jamaica, you're there, you never want to go out and have fun. So wet here though. Put my bag right there, so. Yes, so put my bag there so I can watch it. Yes, so you never want to have fun, you never want to do anything. Right? You never want to have fun and you never want to do anything. And I'm saying to myself, I'm all the way in Jamaica, Let's go on the beach, let's go out, let's have some fun, let's do something. You don't want to do nothing. You get his weed and he sit down and roll up a whole plate of weed. And he pat them in the plate till it's real high in the plate, and he sit and he smoke and he don't want to do nothing. He's like, no, take the car and go away. I don't want to go nowhere. Take the car and go, I don't want to go nowhere. You know what I mean? So he take the car and he go, and I would stay. I would go out until I run into my ex-boyfriend. I actually came drive me up a place one time. So I try to see me cancel my ex-boyfriend. I get up and see the guy drive my taxi. He said, no, so this man, I think about it, I elevate up to this man. I tell mommy, say, boy, I'm long for see you, I miss you. And thing. And he was more fun because, me and him are around the same age, and this gentleman is much older than I am. And I'm in Jamaica and I want to have fun. So I started to go out to clubs, go all boat, drive the car. My brother, they gone back up, 'cause my brother they drive the car at one point. You know what I'm saying? Eating jerk pork and jerk chicken and just having a wonderful time, you know? Every time we come back, him no one gone away. So till he decide that he's gonna come back up, I'm gonna go back up because my dad, you know, I gotta check on my dad to make sure he's okay. So we decided to come back up and we come back up together. I went back down again, we went back down together again. Same thing, him no one gone away. He like to be, but he don't want to go nowhere. He just want to sit there. And the chain thing, when I got the chain up and all them thing, they're not going to work in Jamaica. I don't think they're not going to work. You understand me? So it happened till then. What happened? When the guy hook up and me and the guy start to date and stuff like that, you know. You run out on the avenue, can come catch me behind the boy in the back room and fuck. He come catch me in the boy in the back room and fuck, you know. And he run out. He come and beat down the door. So I say, why you beating on the door like that for? Come on in, man. When he come on and him see me and the boy in there grind. Yeah, maybe that wasn't right. But maybe because he was so fucking mean, I wanted to be mean too. So me and the boy in there grind. And he come and see me and the boy in there grind. He run out on the avenue like a madman in I'm underpants alone. Run underpants alone down the avenue and run out. Say he's going back to America. I say, I can't go back like that. You put on clothes. So I must get dressed and he must get dressed and must take the car, go back at the airport, turn back in and come back up. When he come back up now, he call me and said to me, do you know Valentine's is going to be in 2 days? So I said, no, but I'm not coming there. He's like, you got to be here. If you don't be here, what's going to happen? You got to be here. You understand? And I said, nope. I'm staying down here having fun, hanging out with my son and having fun because I had no fun for years. You know, and I'm having fun. I'm spending some time with my son and stuff. So I don't want to come back now to sit down at the house doing nothing, just sit down there, you know, like me punish and sin. And the funny thing when they come back at the house, you have an older man, when I see one older man. You have other one when I always have around, but you have this other older man too when you go see. And he left me the house and gone see the woman. And the father said to me, said, Dad, and call Dad. Dad come and me tell him, you know, say he's going to such and such house. The name the dad said, oh, that old gunk. The father opened my door and said, listen to me, if you go to that old gunk house, you're not my son no more. You can't be doing stuff like that. You know, so I never really care in that way, just taking the energy as much as he can take. Him attach himself to me first. From years and years ago, he attached to me, it wasn't now. So with that attachment in my heart, I feel like, you know, when you come and see me, the guy that was wrong, even though he was the way he was, that was wrong, I feel it myself. So I feel bad for it. You know what I mean? I feel really bad for that. Like, I still care about him, and I feel like I don't like the way he's on the stream. But maybe you just like that because you're half white and because you mix. You know? Maybe that's how your nature is, me I said to myself, you know what I mean? That's why you're so bored, and that's why you're looking at people yelling and do all this crazy shit. And, you know, that's it. Maybe that's just the way you are. So when I came back from Jamaica, maybe like 2 weeks later or something, when I put my key in the door, my key doesn't work. So I said, my key not working at the door. So I knock on the door. Come in my suitcase from the airport. I knock on the door and him see me. Open the door, half open the door and see me. He slamming back the door. When I put my foot in the door, like, what are you doing? You know, so I'm pushing and pushing, so I actually have to come out and I call 911. When the police them come, them say, no, you cannot do that. You live here. You can't just change your lock and lock her out. But from that time, I didn't know it was a narcissist. And from that point, you should cut him off and not speak to him, because these little signs that a man do to you is a great sign for later on if you know what you're doing. He's not a narcissist. You're not going to know that it's a narcissist. You never heard about a narcissist or a soulless being. You don't know what you're dealing with. You know, but from you telling about black people bad and all these kind of shit, changing the lock, forcing you to come back from your vacation and time before you come back because he wants to. When you come here, you can't do nothing. You never realize that you're dealing with someone that attached to your soul and that was feeding from you. And the reason why I don't need to go and be around and do everything to make me joyful, because he wants to take away from me being joyful. Say, figure more or less, if I don't go hang out with her, she wouldn't find nobody if I go hang out with her Jamaica. She just lock up in the hotel at sex and then smoke and just have her sit down there. You know what I mean? And drag her around. But instead, she hook up with her ex-boyfriend. She started go to the club all over Jamaica, driving all over, eating good food, drinking juice, just enjoying herself. You know what I mean? Breast implant and stiff pan chest look good. right? Body look good. So at that time, when the cops them come, they're like, you can't do that. So when they actually let me in, I realized that his dad don't speak to me no more, and he doesn't speak to me either. So because both of them don't speak to me in the house, and none of them they call it silent treatment from a narcissist. See, that's what he used to get from his parents before when he was young. So that's why he become a narcissist. Because the way the father talked to him and he was a marshal, from he was young, what he was getting. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I was like, I don't need to stay in a place where the father and the son don't speak to me. They malice me. Me there for over 1 week. Nobody not talk to me, show me bad face. I was like, it's time for me to go. So I go to Connecticut and I book a hotel because I remember dancing in the club. You only pay $20 a day. For your hotel is only $20. And once you have $20 a day, you can live on $20 a day for years. Because the $20 is what you have to pay. The club paid you the $20 was $40 a day for your room, and the club would pay $20 and you would pay $20. So you always have a place to live. So I was living there for a while. I was like over 2 years. Over 2 years I was living there. They gave me a small little cottage. I remember my hot plate and my pot. I could have cook and everything and go out and come in. It was real comfortable. Sheet and wash everything, clean it with a hotel. It was real nice. And see, you have to worry about nothing. So I remember you can change room if you want. So I remember going up there and living to a hotel and traveling back and forth from Jamaica. Go to Jamaica and then me come back. I'm about the hotel, go to Jamaica and me come back. Right? So when we go to Jamaica, the time I didn't woke up with Winston, the same guy I met about Winston at this time. Cause the next one start to beat me up and start to act like man and like I'm a bad man. I'm not gonna have it. I mean, this guy used to drive me around and Winston used to work for me. And he started a relationship with me, which made I hide because nobody knows when I broke up with one man and I start one with the next one. You know, that's just the truth. And that's so I went from there. So we never spoke. The time when he saw me was long after, years after, because he was engaged to me to marry to me. He gave me a diamond ring. And when we go to Jamaica, I'd have everything pierced. I'd have my mouth pierced, to my lip pierced. Me have my eyebrow is a pierced, I left a scar right there. And so I have my two breast stems pierced, my private parts pierced, everything was pierced, and I have earring through them. And I take them out. I remember they was always getting pussy and infected. I take them out. Cut them out, take out the one on the belly button, cut it out, take it out, and all these things out. And I remember coming back to Brooklyn years after. When I came down here, I didn't have no place really because I was living in a hotel. And I remember I went to England to meet Winston after everything had happened. But in the fight and everything that happened, go to England, we're going to meet him. And he was at the airport, so I came back down and I checked out the hotel when I was going to London. So I came to Flatbush. And when I came to Flatbush, I was staying at my husband's mother's house. Yes, I was married for a long time now. For years I was been married. Like I told you in Rikers Island, this American guy, when I was younger, much younger, that made no sense. I was married the 16th of June, 97. And yeah, in 97, when I was married the 16th of June. So I went to his mother's house and his stepfather, because his mother used to smoke crack. I think she cleaned up now, Janie. I think she cleaned up now. And I went to that house, and they always welcome me when I come. They always welcome me. I was in my bed for sleep, and I got it. So I went there, and she welcomed me and everything, because me and our son wasn't talking, and I wasn't planning to get back with him, and all that stuff. Because I have my life now. Somebody me like a Jamaica know, I'm going back up and go on a prison bus. Up and on a prison bus, I go and like say I'm in a guy prison. All that money I spend for lawyer and all that trying to help you. This is a long story. So at that time, the phone rang the next morning, and that was the guy who called from the prison. My husband was like, oh my God, tell me that God is good, God is good, God is good. Is this my wife? Put my mother on the phone. Mom, is that my wife? Answered me on the phone. And she said, yes, that's your wife. Him said, I can't believe this is my wife. God is good. God is good because I didn't think I would hear from my wife again. He said, all this time, I'm getting out of prison very soon. In about 3 weeks' time, I'll be out of prison. I would love to see my wife. You think you could jump on a bus and come and see me tomorrow? Man, when you stay in them people place, you have too much responsibility, And I was like, all right, he's like, please come and see me. I haven't seen him for years, which I didn't want to deal with him, because I already sent him picture with me and Jay, the half-white guy, and tell him I'm done with this shit, going to prison looking for you. You freaking go and must have robbed somebody, some girl or some vehicle, some shit happen, and you end up there. Think tight at my body wall? Yeah. And so, I don't really have the blouse thing if I pull it down. It may make it a G-string piece pan. It's a one-piece blouse with a G-string piece pan it, and then pull the pants over. So, at this time, I went to look for him, and when I went to look for him, when I went to look for him, my God, when I went to look for him, sorry about that sight, I had to do that. We never have idea. When I look for him, he's like, yeah, I'm glad my wife, you're my wife, blah, 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 and I'm coming home, blah, 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 and want to live with you and all that. But my mind wasn't there because at this time I went to England and I didn't see Winston. I didn't hear from him, and I didn't know what happened to him till later on. He told me that he was shot. He got shot that night in a bag of store, which I don't know if it's true or not. I had some people coming into me it's true, but I don't know how true it was. So he said he got shot and he was in the hospital and he just got out of the hospital and blah, 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 blah. But I wasn't interested to go back with no husband. I never interested in everything and everything what happened. Anyway, they get my ear did done. I look good on my nails and everything. They really do it over because I was coming. Grandmother called and Salt Lake City and saying because she didn't really love me. So she having a big party. I'm having a big party, I'm having a big party and for your husband and so on, You're gonna get to come baby, because she always call me baby. You're gonna get to come baby, so I fix up myself. That's why I'm never interested, you see. I get a phone call. The man I'm supposed to come out of prison. Remember I spent a lot of money on his lawyer helping him because I went to the strip joint this night and he wasn't there to pick me up and he always come at the strip joint to make sure I watch me. So I'm in a lap dance pan a body lap. This particular night, I never see him. When I reach back at the house, I not see him. And when I reach back at the house, I don't remember who gave me his key and whatever, but something about the key, whatever. And I'm saying to myself, what's going on? And I get a call from the police saying that he was locked up with his cousin that just came out of jail for joking this white girl down in our van. I must say, throw her out of the van or whatever, thief the van, him and him friend or whatever. I don't know what kind of lifestyle that or what they did, but it was bad. And I was living with him and his mom at the time. We were living together with his mom at the house and his stepfather in Flatbush. Not at the same place I went to the last time, but another place. And I remember at the strip club dancing and, trying to get myself together and trying to help him for what happened. That's before I meet Jade, was before. And he's the next one. He was the next narcissist. And so on. And he calls me on the phone. And when he called me on the phone, I heard this woman moaning in the background, and carrying on in the background. And he said, listen to me. I do not want to see your face. You hear me? I do not want to see you at my grandmother's party because my girlfriend is coming to the party and me and her are going to be at the party and I don't want to see you. I don't want you to be there. So I was shocked. I was like, ain't you call me and tell me to come to the person to see you and your wife and your blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? He's like, no, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. I got my girl and I do not want to be there. Not realize the girl that he got. I'd been over the house when I wasn't there and wear my damn shoes and my clothes. And I came back like, and she's like, my daughter friend, she borrow your pants, your clothes, and wear my shit. You know what I mean? That is the same woman that's sleeping with him, which I expect nothing good in him, So I was like, okay, no problem. I take it like a grain of salt. I was still looking for an apartment. I find one little room on the corner and rent from the Spanish man. The puss shit stink up the place in the bathroom. But I didn't know the man was a crackhead. And girl, believe me, I go out and strip and bring my money home and put my money on the carpet. My eyes some money on the carpet. I mean, all the man smell the money on the carpet. The man smell the money. You have money have a secret camera somewhere watch me. But when we come back, all the money gone for another room. Gone. The piece of lock on the door, I don't know how you get it, but I feel place, I saw the man there on crack. All the money gone. And one day, I hear the bell ring. And I hear the mother-in-law say, it's me, Janie. Open the door. When I open the door, I behind him and the mama come on my place. The boy fling me in the room just like what he did before. And I hold me down on the bed, but I want to have sex with my wife. You my wife, no matter what, you my wife after what he did. He still came back today with me. And he said, you're going to remove this ring from your finger. You're not going to be wearing another man's ring sleeping with me. And me together making love with you right now, you're going to take off this ring. But because he wanted the ring for put on a woman's finger that he got. So when I removed the ring, after making him, I went to the bathroom to take a shower. And when I came out, he was gone. He was gone with my reggae tapes. He was gone with my ring. He packed his little bag and he left. When I look everywhere the ring gone, and the ring upon him woman's finger probably right now in Florida. That is engaged, I must be married to her with. I signed a marriage paper for divorce and he never divorced the last time I find out and I hope not. I'm going to try again and see. And make sure I'm not still married to that man. Blair Palmer in Florida. Because I do not want to be married to him. So that is how the story went with that. And that's why I was walking down. I saw this man on his bike. And he's like, hi, how you doing? The same narcissist that I was living with, I go to Jamaica up and down. Jay was like, how you doing? And so on. I said, I'm fine, thank you. And so on. I'm just looking for a place to rent and whatever. You know? Because I'm looking, he's like, I have a place, I have a place I can rent you. And so forth, He said, my dad passed away. My dad passed away. And it's just me there, and the place is real vacant. And that big room that you used to live in is still there. Nobody living there. I could rent you that room. I got a white guy that living there in the back room. And he's have his girlfriend to come over, but I'm in the middle. But you can rent the other one. I said, how much a month you going to rent me for? He said, just give me $500 a month. I give him $1,000. I give him $500 and $500 security. And that is when I move back into that room. The reason why I moved back in that room, because I still had that little liking for him in my heart, because the parasite attached to my soul. So even for anybody that I've been with, anybody that I go with, it wasn't going to work out. Because there's a parasitic demons that attach to my life. And what it will do is break me down, kill me, and destroy me, even if you're not around. Not knowing that, that's how powerful the narcissists are. They're very powerful demons. So, because they're not human at all. If you're trying to say the narcissist are human, you're wrong, because they have no empathy, they have no love for you. And they will have no love for their children. They will abuse their children. They will take narcissists' supply from their own child. They don't care a damn who they get it from, because the narcissists need the energy to live. Without your energy, narcissists cannot be alive on this earth. What God has given to you as a chosen one, and give you life and give you love and give you that feeling, a sense of being a human, a sense of being a spirit in a human body, a sense of knowing who you are. The narcissist doesn't have anything. He's like a walking shell. It's something of a robot. You have to understand that. So when I went to live there, I realized that sometimes I wake up and find my door open. I close my door before I go to sleep, like somebody was just watching me. It's kind of scary, And I asked him, like, no, I don't know, whatever. I didn't put no lock on the door just pull up and stuff like that. So because the door just pull up and stuff like that, I think I decided I'm going to put lock on the door, because I don't trust what's going on. So I think I should put lock on the door, whatever. So it wind up that I put locks on both doors to open and go in as I come in or whatever. Anyway, I was cooking. And I remember cooking, you always like my cooking. And because I lived there, I would cook. And I said, would you like some? And he's like, yeah. Or we just sitting there, hello, how you doing, Tug? When I know he wants some of the food. So I would make a big plate of food. So he can get some after food. You understand? And you would eat the food and all of that. And after eating the food and all of that, he would decide to just be all right, smoking his weed, doing his thing in there, whatever. Right? So yeah, can you see me right? So he would eat his food and stuff. But he tried to be with me, and I decided, no, I'm not gonna get with you. I'm not gonna be chained up. I'm not going to be that person living that life of slavery. I'm not going back into that no more. That was no good. That didn't work out, and that's not gonna work out for me. But what I realized that I should not go back there, because once he lock you out and change your lock on you, anything is possible. Don't go back there. But I wasn't looking at it that way. I didn't know what I'm dealing with. One day I came home and find a notice on my door, a paper on my door. And I was like, what is this paper for? I notice I pay my rent and if I want to rent or anything. So I went to him and I said, what is this? He's like, no, I take it to the court. I said, what for? He said, because I just don't want you to live here no more. I said, the court, but I don't owe you any money. I don't do anything to you. At the time the cat, I have a cat named Barry, was a baby. And he was like, the food that I take from you, I ate it and I gotten sick. After I eat the food, I gotten sick after I eat the food. And the food had gotten me sick. And I told you not to go to the Arab next door. I don't like those bastards. Not to go over there and buy anything from them at the supermarket because they turn off the refrigerator at night. And you went there and you buy chicken and you cook, and I ate some of it and it got me sick. So I gave you notice. And I was like, in America, when places are hard to find, when, you know what I'm saying, you're just going to give somebody notice for something that they share with you. You know what I mean? It's not like somebody poison you or anything. You know what I'm saying to you? You don't know what else you eat with that because you always eat and never get sick before. And I went in there talking to him. I was like, man, something is wrong with it. I mean, he's pulling me, telling me all kind of shit, and I'm angry. At this point, I'm raging like a bull. And I use my hand and shove his jaw and say, you use a wicked man, you're no good. He said, I punched him in his face, which wasn't true. He went to the court. He dragged me up the court up and down. I was looking for a place. I filed for my citizenship so I could get my son here because my son's father just got murdered. I was going through a whole lot, losing my son's father. And I was paying my rent on time, so I have all my receipts. And when I went to court, I showed him, and they said, but she's not wrong on her behalf. She never owe you any rent. So I don't see the reason why she's here. And he's like, because I just don't want her to live there no more. So they said, well, you just have to move. So I signed to leave there in 6 months. I think it's like 6 months or something like that. I'm not sure. But looking for a place and getting all that money because I used to sell me like earrings, sell me like a bleaching cream, and I used to ship the time. A long time I sell cream and I know. And I decided that I'm gonna have to, because I was looking for a place because my son is coming and I was looking for a 2-bedroom so my son could get a room to live in. But at the time I didn't get through as yet, and I was doing my citizenship at the time, and then I know I had to look for a place and put like a money, go to me have like a sugar daddy and sit and failed me. Because all the boyfriend me cut off the Jamaican guy, me done with him, me single by myself, me not dating anybody. Just doing my own thing, paying attention to my own life, you know, after all that disappointment and everything. So and so on. So I decided, first thing when I came back from Jamaica, he dumped all the magazines in the garbage. He get rid of all my clothes and shoes. He shipped them back to Jamaica in barrel and boxes. So when I came back here to go and pick them out, it was a lot of money to go clear them. He make sure I destroy everything that he bought for me, the narcissist. Everything that he bought, clothes and shoes and everything, what he don't throw away, he ship and dump. Because I stay in Jamaica and not come back on Valentine's the way he want me to. He make sure he dump all my shit. So, basically, so that's what that was. So, definitely, I went to the court and I tried to get a place. I get a place in Utica Avenue. It was a basement with 2 rooms for me and my son and a kitchen. But it wasn't that great because there was no window lead out to outside. One night I was coming, the rain was falling so hard, and I came back, the whole thing was a pool. It full of water come up to my bed, all my bed wet up. All my clothes them turned green and something I grew up on them like ear. The landlord had to give me back like $1,000, which couldn't cover my stuff. You know, I had to find another place to go and all that kind of stuff. It was terrible. And then we couldn't pay him on time and the place started flooded water. The sugar daddy wouldn't fix it because him and the man that rent the place was friend, and I wouldn't go by his rules and regulation. That's why I know God had something greater for me to be by myself. You know what I mean? And so I end up leaving there. I left my refrigerator, I left my clothes, my shoes, I don't know where to put them, and then I storage, I just left everything. I just leave everything. I was on to walking up and down. I went downtown to ask them, tell them I'm getting an apartment, but I haven't get through yet the person I'm gonna move out yet. If they could buy me a little bit more time so I wouldn't be outside. But at that time, all in time I should have tried to get help, but I was always like to be independent, work and pay my like rent, you know. So I never came to no shelter, I never come to no public assistance before. This is my first time. And basically that's how that went. Huh? My pants foot get on the ground, get on the skin. Yeah, itch me, yeah. So pants front get on the ground. Not good. Yeah, so basically that's what happened. And I move and I decide that I'm not gonna stay down. Get a table, put on the roadside, and I start selling my jewelry, my skin cream, hustle outside and pay my rent and just keep moving. Now after the place is full of water, I may leave. I rent a room from my friend Suhe, because she have a lot of apartment, a lot of rooms. So she in her apartment, go and get a big apartment. Because she have a lot of daughters. Me get one of the room from her. And my son did stay there. Right across. I'm gonna meet this Rasta guy, many that talk. He wasn't pick of the lick talk, but he was cool. I mean, he want someone to stay. I'm not gonna lie. So I catch him over film place across the street. And then I rent across where to pay the room for my son across the street. So my son can be close to me. But not have too much bed bugs over there. And bed bugs over on the other side of me too, and the other side of the street. Bed bugs like crazy. So at that time, they was biting my son up and he went to school and sometimes he come back down from school. So the uncle said about that's not good for him, you know. So they was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get our son. We're gonna get our son. We gotta get our son. We're gonna come and get our son because we cannot have our son living in a condition because his brother passed away, got murdered, and that's his brother's son. So that we're gonna come and get our son because we can't have our son living like that. So they come on with a vehicle and they load up my son and they move and carry my son to the Bronx. That's why I still live with his auntie right now. Bring him to the Bronx and from then he up there with his family and so on, which he pays rent and so on, but he's still with his family and so on. So that's how that went. I was on my own. So on my own now I'm doing the jewelry and stuff, but I was like, there's more to life and there's something to life that I'm searching for. I know you have to be to the Almighty. You have to get involved in cooking, get involved in special K, get involved in ecstasy, drugs, alcohol. I just feel that there was more to life, you know, more to life because I wasn't doing all of those stuff after one time I went and get involved. I was like, more to life. I want to live my life and so on. So when I'm saying all this jewelry in Utica Avenue Street and everybody come and meet me and people like me, people used to be around my table laughing all day. They would come and just hang out around my table laughing all day. But I didn't know I was funny. I didn't know they find me funny and that I was talented with gift. And that was my gift, to be funny and to be myself. So basically what happened, I decided one day, I used to go on Facebook and do me like a dance, put on like a G-string, like a pum pum shots and rap me like a body and thing. Come and say me I go get popular, come I can sing. I need something to give me a bust. I'm gonna try to get a bust. I'm like a G-string, my body look good. And I'm like a dance, I'm like a something them and somebody in the line, I go get pick up, come I can sing. I'm gonna write some music, I'm gonna bust myself and become rich. So that was what I'm planning to do. But what happened, for some reason that wasn't busting me, you know what I mean? So one day I went out and I got me a plate of food. And I know the way I eat, people always look at me like, damn, we should eat like that. So I hide from people to eat. When I go in public, I never used to like to eat because people watching me. So one day I decided to do a video because when my boyfriend was like, damn, you eat that and a company, you eat all of that. So he wasn't there. So I want to get a plate of food. I was like, this is where I eat when he's around. And when he's not around, this is how you do it, you know. Eat before income. Eat before income. Right? And it become viral. It spread all over the world. First night it was over 700,000. So they called me and said, do you know you get famous? And I was like, famous doing what? The guy from the studio, because I started doing music already. I'm at the studio at this time. And he's like, the video that you did, man, somebody sent it to me. And I was like, that's my my entertainer. I'm the one that I'm our engineer. And he's like, man, your stuff is serious because like everybody like your stuff, you know? And then people started calling and like, we like this girl. We want to request her to do more funny video. That is how I started to become a blogger, doing funny video and talking about my life and different things. This is how it come about. And that is how I started telling my life story. And it started to touch people all over the world and different things. That's how it come about. So after all of this is going on, I'm gonna get the big boss now. Facebook will pay me, YouTube will pay me. Me sitting there myself. You know me I say? That's when I heard a call from the narcissist. Now the narcissist don't want to see you do anything in your life because they're parasite, they're feeding from you. All this time you're not around me, but still in my mind, I never hated you for what you done. I don't know why you did it. You know what I'm saying? Not looking at the bigger picture why you did it. And one day I'm walking, one night I'm coming from the store, we're living with my boyfriend, and I saw the narcissist right downstairs at the door. On his bike. I'm like, how the hell is on his bike? Not knowing that when the narcissist have your phone number, he can use it to find out where you live. Narcissist called me. How you doing? How you doing? And oh, I see you doing a video. That's very nice of you. And you become popular now and blah, 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 talking all this thing, you know, pushing me up and pumping me up. You know, and he used to call me. So I'm going to call him when I need to take a break. He said, take a break now. Take a break now. Take a break now. And he's all up into my shit. Now, this is the same narcissist that came into the courthouse and locked me up before and take me to the courthouse and change a lock on me and let me didn't have anything. It's the same narcissist calling me, I see at my door. Years after, the same narcissist calling me to pump me up, to tell me how proud you are and how I'm popular now and people likes me and oh my God and blah, blah, blah. Not knowing that the little weed man that the narcissist buys weed from, a Jamaican, go to the narcissist and tell the narcissist she's popular. Try to get her back in your hand so we could make some money. So when the narcissist started telling me like, you know, come and see your cat, and I went to see my cat, that time things just started to rise for me. The narcissist would put 150 in my hand or $200 in my hand and like, take this for your lunch. And I'm saying, why the place is so freaking dirty? You have two black guys living there. One in the big room I used to live in, one the other room. He's in the middle, so the place is full. And the place is filthy. I mean, the glass thing that he had sit on and the computer around the place is just gunks of dirt in the corner. Gunks of cobweb on the wall. Black, musty, dusty, dust mite, bowl of shit just in the corner, black and dirty. And you know, when your house supposed to be clean, where the baseboard is supposed to be clean, so you don't see no dirt, no corner, no black, no weapon, all this kind of shit. You know? And you wonder why the fuck the place is so dirty. Not realizing that you're dealing with a demon. And a demon never like a clean place. That's why I say cleanliness is a part of godliness. Because demons do not exist in clean places. A man that is real in his mind, that looking for a woman, a good woman in a state of mind, do not like dirt and germs. I was wondering why shit is on the toilet seat. I'm wondering why. Not realizing that shit is on the toilet seat because the narcissist shit on the toilet seat and leave it there. Because they like to discuss you. And you go complain like one of them guys is shit on the toilet seat. Not knowing that when the guys move out, only you and the narcissist alone is there and they shit on the toilet seat. That's how you know it's him. Right? You clean the old place just to go in the bathroom and move in the rug to clean the bathroom and see the full pay maggot. Only maggot underneath the mat in the bathroom. And you're wondering how the fuck maggot underneath the mat in the bathroom that you clean. You're trying to keep up when it's squeaky clean. And it's maggot. The narcissist put something and breed maggot and leave it there for you to surprise you. So when you lift it up, you see all the maggot, you're going to be running like all disgust by it because you're a clean person. Right? Tell you my experience, what I went through. So, I want to talk about that shit. My skin, I'm going to get my mustache off. So, he's like, yeah, you know, one evening I was going back. He's like, you make your creams and so I can help you ship the creams. I can help you because you need help. He's like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to set up everything, help you so you can get your Facebook your money. Because I said I need help on the computer. If a computer help me to sign up, I don't know how to do these things. He helped me sign up so Facebook can pay me. That's why he used to call me and take a break. Because he went in and helped me to sign up the thing because they notify me that they wanted to use me and give me commercial. The dollar sign came up. That means I just need to sign up, put the things in order, which I didn't have a computer to do or know to do. So that's how I end up with him being my beck and call by helping on the computer for this and for that. The first live he wanted over there, he put on a big screen TV to do a live. Remember, I was still living in Utica Avenue at this time with the same guy. So I was going home. And they come in the daytime to mix the creams and stuff that I got to ship out. And I went back home. But what he really wanted to do was me to live with him. But he act like, it wasn't like such a big deal. When I was going back, he was like, I'm gonna help you with the creams and stuff. Not knowing that he wanted to rub up all my money. He wanted to control all the cream money, all the Facebook money, all the YouTube money goes to him, all the check goes to him. Right? Sometimes I have to ask him how much is on the checks. Can I see it? Can my eyes just behold my own check? The narcissist then buying this big batch of weed, these big, long purple bottles, some big long bottles. So, the big long one full up of weed. He buy it from the same guy that told him to rope in on me. He said, is the guy come and tell me he was popular, So he support and buy a whole bunch of weed from the guy with a whole bunch of my money just going out. And I said to him, you cannot be buying him a bunch of weed, all that shit with my money. He's like, you're going to make plenty more money. Don't worry about it. You're making plenty of money and you're going to make plenty more. Don't worry about it. Yes. That time the narcissist started poisoning my food. The narcissist trying to slow me down while I live in the living room. He would come because I like sushi. And the narcissist would order sushi. And he would just come with an attitude because when he comes to the door, boom, boom, boom with the door, slamming the door, kicking all the garbage can, kicking empty bottle of the drink from in the room, just kicking on the floor, tearing between the curtain, come in, slamming the bathroom door. It's like you do somebody something and you still feeling uncomfortable. Because like, why you slamming up the door? Why you doing all of this? Me and he doesn't have anything, I have plenty of money coming in. The money, when you got to pay the rent, you don't have to go and pay. Ask me to pay rent, you pay the whole rent out of my money, which was $850 a month because you're born there. So all my money was paying your full rent. You was going to eat lobsters and then you go pick up your little boyfriend and make plastic surgery out of my money and put breasts on your boyfriend. At the same time, you're looking to be with me. You just walk inside and grab my face and try to stick your tongue in my mouth and I close my mouth. And I say, you can't do that. You can't just do stuff like that because I'm not going to be with you. Right? Because first of all, when I was behind the curtain before the guys even left, he came talking to me. And I remember that Pacific night when he come talking to me. You smell something. That smell is worse than a death smell. It's a kind of scent that no human being carry. It's like a wild animal in the beast somewhere in the woods. A kind of scent like an animal scent. And it's a deep scent. So strong that I started gag to vomit. I swear to you, it's not like when somebody don't take a shower or it's a human smell. It's a smell that you never smell out of this world. You start to gag to throw up. And that is when I turned to him and I said, me, you cannot be together in no circumstances. I cannot be with you. Because like, I'm going to be with you. We're going to be all right when the guys left. I told him before the guys left, I said, no, I can't do it. Because that was my warning sign. That you wasn't cleansing. You wasn't good. You wasn't clean. After all you've done, the Holy Spirit taught me, show me that smell. I didn't know that you did, man. But that smell, it wasn't like when a person don't take a shower and they stink. It's a kind of smell out of this world that you never smell, like an animal smell, but it's a deep scent. Like a dog, but it's a deep, stinking, smelly smell. And that was my wake-up call. I said, this something wrong. This ain't no human I'm dealing with. But I didn't say anything to nobody. I started more wake up. Because I don't be eating the meat. And remember, I was doing the greens. I started doing a lot of kale and stuff over there. Remember them time? I'm waking up at that time. So when he come and push the sushi, he have all the sauce and the sushi. Soya sauce all over it. And I don't like soya sauce. I don't like soya sauce. He knows that too. I realize when I eat the sushi, I don't be feeling right, And my eyes be closing down like jugs and stuff. And people on Facebook like, look, he's jugsing her up. And I started cursing them like, who dare to say such thing about the man? jugsing me up. But they know what they were saying. So I was mixing all these creams and put on the shelf every different type of cream and just pack up the shelf with them. So when somebody orders sometime, I don't know about how they just take it and ship it. So it was having money coming abundantly because you can just take here wigs and ship creams, ship soaps, whatever, everything, the whole thing's on the shelf just there. Living large. So he was able to get his boyfriend surgery. He was able to have in his double life living while he trying to be with me. And one day I went to the store to buy some roast breadfruit down the block at the health store, health food place down the one restaurant. And we saw this big black man riding, what looked like a female, riding on a bicycle behind him, chasing. And I'm saying to myself, that couldn't be no woman. That gotta be a, what kind of woman tough and tough like that, so? I said to myself. So I said, let me just say this to him. I said, I saw your girlfriend riding down the street. He said, oh, yeah. I said, I saw you. I just want you to know I saw you because I know my look me. And he's like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. So when he buying all these these wigs and all these expensive wig and all that shit coming in boxes that shit shipping in, I said to him, I hope you're not spending all my money on your girlfriend because remember I lost my citizenship and my social. I couldn't open a bank account. I was trying to, but I couldn't open a bank account. So that's why he got angle on my money. I tell him, give me the bank card. He give me the bank card. That don't freaking work. And the PIN number he give me never work. Because he want to control all the money. Because I couldn't control all that money. I have no bank account. I have no thing to put it in. You know what I'm saying? So I was glad for the help to help me. So I was able to get the money to YouTube and sign up for Facebook. I know my social number, but I didn't actually have it in the hand. So that is why I was arguing all my money. Because I lost all my papers. So basically what happened now, he was buying all that shit. Spend out all my money. I already telling somebody, I'm spending money by the 1,000. And the best offense was like, yeah. And when I come to him, I said, I heard what you said. I don't know what you're talking about. And by the evening time, he's gone. He's there for the whole day. And when evening time gone, when the person reached, he left and he gone to sleep out. He don't sleep there, none at all. He only come there, but he don't sleep there. So these two guys that live in there never really like me. They see me come on there and they know that, I guess he told me I have to move. And they were threatening to kill me. He left me inside with the two guys and he never came home. He never came back to sleep or nothing. But when he come back, what he does, he told the guy that he was smoking. He was taking weed from the guys when I come there for rent because he didn't have no money. He was broke. He never take a job. So the place that he had, he gave them and they gave him weed. You understand? He paid the rent. They give him weed and whatever like money they give him. That's how he get by. So when he was giving me $150 and $200, it was only given to me to act like something going on. And his place was so freaking dirty. Then he said, you know what? Instead of you could come and stay with me in my room, he wants me to buy a day bed that open up. I could sleep and close up in the morning. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm buying a good bed. He said, buy a bedroom set. And me and him could sleep, live together. When the bedroom set in that place, me and him could live together. And the guys just stay in the room. But then I thought about it and everything that happened. I said, no, I can't live with this man. Since you told me to stay, I could stay behind the curtain. So I put the curtain and make a room for myself. That's why I used to live around the curtain. So I could be by myself. Right? So when that happened and I be by myself, he was coming tearing on the old place. The guys went inside and ripped the fridge out and break the fridge. I was there when it happened. Because they pissed off that they got to leave. When he came inside, you think he take my food out and put them right aside? He take the food and dump all my groceries into the garbage. All my groceries that is good in the fridge, my good food, he dump everything into the garbage to remove the fridge and put a new one, which my money buy, a big fridge, which is my money bought. Everything buy out of my money. Because he was living off me. Remember, I don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? He started saying, do a job now working at the church. That his father dead left. He don't make much money up there. That's why he would ride his bike to do. He would go up to the church and he would clean the toilet. He would mop the floor at the church that been to Yale College. And then he'd walk and tell people that I'm worthless and I don't have a job and I need to get a 9 to 5. He would walk all about and tell people I need to get a 9 to 5. I need to get a job. While I'm selling all my product, he went to the credit card company which he used to people pay for their cream when they call and said, do you have a credit card? You can use your card to pay for your cream. And then that square they can pull up on your phone. And then he would go to the credit card company and borrow a shitload of money from the credit card company because the credit card company know what my cream is selling. So because my creams were selling so much cream, $9,000-$10,000 a week, a cream is selling. When you look at me like, boy, your people love you, they support you. You just make $9,000 in cream. You just do this and that. But I wasn't buying anything. I wasn't buying a human wig. I wasn't really getting my ear done. I want a braid wig on my head, which I wasn't spending no money on myself because my mind was so taken away from me that I couldn't flourish myself and look beautiful when I was getting all that money. I was still being regular. I'm doing better now, not making that money. And flourish myself even better now, putting two braids in my hair, you know what I'm saying? Or not, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I started to go down under these drugs that he given me. My eyes started to swell big. I started to have different feeling all over my body, not feeling like myself. I still go in the kitchen, I cook, I serve him his dinner every single evening. I serve him in his dinner. Remember making money, I buy good things. I cut up kale, I make fish. Serve me like, oh, this is so delicious. And he sit there and stuff his face. I said, look, I'm scared to give you food because you might eat some of my food and take me to the court again. So I'm scared to give you food. He's like, no, 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 that was something of the past. I don't know what made me did that, blah, 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 blah. Because he's making all that money now, eating all that food, and he still want to be with me. And I said, no. So that is why it went down when the guys left, before the guys left. When one guy left to move out like a couple of days, he said, me and you alone going to be here now. He used to tell me, you can't go Facebook Live after 11 o'clock. That's bullshit. You cannot do that. And he said, one of the guys said his baby was sleeping. And when he went live, you wake up his baby. I said, is he paying rent? No, he's not paying rent. It's all of my money paying rent. So I have to go live. So I don't understand if somebody not paying you rent, why would you battle about a child? You know, and he's not paying you anything. One morning, I saw the guy come. He said, right, going to the bathroom door, and I saw the guy like this, massaging his shoulder. The guy have his hand just rubbing him like this, doing all this to him. So when I saw that, I was shocked. So I went to him later on and I said to him, how are you gay? You know, how are you gay? And he said, I wouldn't call it gay because I only have sex with them when they cut their penis off. And I said to him, but I saw the guy massaging you like that, and you stand up there, the next man rubbing you like that. He said, only when they cut the penis off, like I tell you. That's the time I've been with them. So I said, I didn't even know that. It's a good thing I didn't put myself with you because I didn't even know that. I mean, I'm not judging nobody, but I didn't know you slept with man, you know? I know all that stuff. I'm not judging nobody. But a narcissist sleep with anybody. Because what a narcissist does is not about the sex, it's about the fuel. They drain your fuel, your energy from the body, your life that you need to sustain your life. You will feel when they drain it from the body. You will feel it from the heart. You'll feel it from the soul. Yes, Auntie. You will feel it. Somebody in the other one down there. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, so you will feel it. And you will feel sick. You will have this exhausting sickness like you have cancer. It's like you have cancer and the cancer eating you down. That's the only way I can put it because a parasite that itch onto your soul for ever since I was young. So I keep going back. After everything that happened, I keep going back because I'm possessed by this demon that had me all from the system of having my mind that I still like this guy regardless of what happened, blah, blah, blah. He's kind to me and he makes it be kindful doing these things to you to make you weak, to feel like, okay, I'm a good person. But realizing that everything kind they do to you is to go back and do something evil to you to break you because only that time you could feel the pain. That's the only time you could actually feel the pain. You know what I mean? So they have to make you feel good and then go back and break you down. That's how they eat the flesh off your body and you smell. Your breath smell, your body stinks. No matter how much shower you take, no matter how much time you brush your teeth, you stink. You carry a stinky smell like a skunk all over and people meet you and say, man, you don't smell good. And that's the time I never want to meet fans because, you know, they're going to come and say, this, she don't smell right. Because they're not realizing that You're dealing with an entity that's eating off your flesh from the inside and sucking you, making you smell. How it makes you smell, I get to that. So basically, what happened? He started to break me down, slamming all this door, breaking all this attitude, and all this, and making me feel bad. So when you're feeling bad and you're wondering to yourself, what the hell is going on? Come on, catch your body in the camera, so I keep moving. Wondering to yourself, you don't know what the hell is going on. It keeps you thinking. And when you're thinking about the person who breaking the place down and what the problem could be, and you find yourself thinking about them more and more and more. Because every time you get a chance, you don't have a chance to think about yourself because they're breaking on around you. Boom, boom, breaking stuff, just breaking. And have an attitude like, yo, no, I'm okay, I'm fine, oh, he's fine with you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And you wonder what the hell is going on. That's because they're breaking you down. They're stealing from you, taking all your money. They've put in drugs. I remember I used to bring me water to drink all the time. You bring box and box of water, say bring it from the church that people left over when they do party and they didn't need it no more and bring it. And I drink those water and never feel good. I never feel good. And I'm like, what the hell? So what I do, I start throw away the water and pretend that I drink them. I used to drink Inshore. Remember one time I sent him one day to buy some Inshore for me. And this is after I get a room because I wouldn't sleep with him. Just before the guy leave out, this is what happened. For the last guy leave out, Manny Malone supposed to be in there, going the room was so filthy with the guy move water. You could, the amount of dirt I scoop up in a shovel, you could plant food inside the room. That's how dirty it is. I had to clean out all that shit and paint over if I could go in there. I know even watching me painting and people watching me paint. I said, man, I paint that stuff in green. He said, paint any color you want. And I said, I'm done. He said, I know. I said, come and look at it. He said, I see that already. I don't have to look at it. I saw you all the time when you was painting. I was watching you, everything you were doing. That's how the narcissists watch you and stalk you to bring you down and want to know everything about you, or you eat, or you drink, or you sleep. They attach to you and break you down. There's a soulless being and they're living through you. Everything that you do and what they would like to do to be with you and bring in 10 more people, 8 more people, 5 more people. The narcissist is never empty. They always have other people they can go back to. Ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, they have them to run back to. Even when they get another one, they come back to you. They just come back to you for a little while to move back on to the next person again. They just come back to feed off you, to get that fuel off you and break you down. That's the why they're back. They're not back to love you. They can't love. They don't have empathy. In the place of the heart that is supposed to have love that God gave you and connect you as a human being, you can love somebody else. They don't have that. That part of it is out of the question. That part of it is cold like an iron. It seals off. They cannot feel love. They cannot hold love or contain love, so they cannot give you love. What they bring is pain and disaster and death. That is what they're after. That is what makes them live. When they make you die, then they live. They take your spirit, they take your soul, they take the flesh off your body. They don't want you to think. You don't have time to think for yourself because you've been in such a place tied up, you can't think. You'll be just walking around slow. Your mind, you become stupid and slow, like somebody's slow in their mind mentally. They make sure that they play with your mind to get you mentally. So you become slow towards what they're doing. You know they're doing something, but you can't figure out to say, well, they're a narcissist or what is it? How you get to find out is when you Google all the shit the person doing and why. Then you realize that shit come up on Google and it started to tell everything. And when you listen to everything, you're like, my God, this is what I'm going through. This is the exact shit I'm going through. And that's how you find out. You start to nip it in the ass butt. Start to nip it in the butt. Right? Because at this point, you smell. At this time, you got rash coming on your skin. At this time, no matter how much you bathe, you smell. Soap and water cannot help you not to smell no more. Because your mind, your DNA has been changed. The way the narcissists argue with you, I remember getting up every morning and it's an argument. Every morning, he come just to argue with me. Every morning. About something that's not concerning him. It could be something I'm talking to a fan or a joke I'm making up. He got complain about the joke I'm making up on my video to argue me about it. to argue me about it. Right? Because the argument, he started telling me, no, you're this, and maybe that's why your mother don't get along. Maybe that's why your sister, and you know this, and you know that, and you remember this years ago, you tell me this, and you say it was a joke, blah, blah, blah. And try to break you down and arguing with you. I know you don't, you talk about you believe in God and you pray too much in this house. I don't want you here praying too much. And start arguing with you for some shit. They don't like you to pray. When you pray, you're calling on God and asking God to help you. The narcissists hate that. They hate when you pray, boy. You believe in the Most High God. They hate that. Because God is going to help you. We don't know God, and you're a person that filled with sin and continuous sinful ways, the narcissist could kill you. And he knows that, so he do not want you to pray. Because with the prayer and not eating the red meat and stuff, you're going to have a breakthrough and you're going to start seeing shit for what it is. You're going to start learning that you're dealing with a demon, which is not a human being. God is going to show you that you're not dealing with a human being at all. God is going to show that this person attached to your spirit from years ago when he was living with them when he was young. For you was sleeping and having sex with them. That's when they attach to your soul through sex. A lot of these females, you see them online and Instagram all over, and you see them with their boyfriend and acting like, it's all great. And I have nothing with mixed couple. I have no problem with mixed couple. Not everybody is bad. But a certain people does not have no souls. They have to live through you. So sometimes you might see a guy that pick you up and you say, oh man, this white guy really loved me and blah, blah, blah. But you don't understand that maybe that guy, even that black guy, doesn't have no soul because it's black, white, purple, in every race, you got narcissists in every single race. So a man might have a house, he might have a car, he might have all that money, but he doesn't have no soul. And he might see you as a poor woman. You're like, oh my God, he got a car. He can take me anywhere I want to go. I don't have to pay rent. I can live in his house. He can take me shopping. He can give me all the surgery I want. But then you're selling your soul to a demon face to face, which you don't even realize. Because when you're moving with him and going his place, that's why I don't have nobody. He's feeding from you. You are the feeding ground. He feeds from other people, but he has his personal feeding. So he can be joyful and play games when he's home and get around because his body is not weak. Because without you feeding them, they get weak and they can die. There's something of a robot that need you as a real human being to live and to survive. Without you, they cannot be alive. And that's what people start to realize now. People start to wake up and realize that, nah, you ain't feeding off me no more. Because a lot of these people, when they take a plane and you come to America, you sit on the train and they're feeding off you on the train. You go into a store, they start to argue with you in the store, so you steal something from the store, they do all kind of shit to you, harass you. Because they're soulless being. So, all right, man. Because they're soulless being. They're soulless being. And what a soulless being want to do to you is live within you and take your soul. So you walk around smelly. You walk around for the whole day, they're in your head. You can't get this person out your head under no circumstances. No matter how much you're trying, you're going right back in the house. And wherever you go, you're running right back home. Wherever you go, you're doing this, you're doing that. Mickey has to come right back home. You're making ace just to right back come back home to the demons. Because they're feeding from you. They have you under control. So the ups and downs that you go through, the abuse from slamming doors, from doing this, from arguing with you, and doing this and have you thinking and doing 24 hours as much as they can do it. Your body, your mind, how God made you, wasn't made to be mixing up like a blender. Your brain is mixing up like something blended. You're feeling some type of way in your stomach. You're trying to concentrate. You're going to put peace together. And that mess up your DNA. So now you start to smell. Because your body is not being relaxed or being the way it is. You have something in the body that shows off your DNA. That shows off. So now your whole body is up and down. So no matter how much you shower, you smell your arm rank like a boag. And you just done bathe. You're smelling frowsy, you just done bathe. It's coming out, perspiration out of your arm and all this up and down. The argument is that just have you up and down. So you're actually dying. And when you look at your neck bone, you could throw water in your neck bone. You get so skinny. Your rib cage start to show a bone because you have this entity feeding off you. And you go in the shower and you're eating, you're trying to put yourself together, but you're not looking the same. You're losing all that weight. You're not feeling the same because you don't have no time to feel good. You don't have no time to be yourself. This entity is feeding off you. No matter how much you put on your perfume, you go, it's not the way like you used to be, the way you used to smell. Because all your DNA, all your body, this upset, you have to be upset every minute, this, that every minute, you think this every minute, you this and that, so you go. You start to smell. You go with people like them, cover their nose, you know them smell you, and you know the embarrassment, you can't do nothing about it. It's not like you're sick, you go to the doctor, and you can get a cure, you can't get no cure. You have to get away and get healed from the narcissist. Anybody with a narcissist can tell you they smell. You smell. No matter how much you take a shower. And you would not put on that weight no matter how much you eat. Because you're not settled, your body cannot be work or generate like it used to be no more. The body is under attack, your organs are under attack, your heart are race. Your heart are race, you feel bad. You're trying to fix things that cannot be fixed. You're just up and down. Your clothes then disappear in your shoes. The narcissist go and put powder in your bed, try to poison you, itch up your skin, throw stuff in your laundry, you just wash your laundry clothes, throw stuff in the walk and walk all about and talk bad about you, that you're crazy, you're delusional. And they start doing it from early. I used to see the narcissist go and buy the doorman breakfast. I'm like, why are you buying the doorman breakfast? It's like, you know, just give him a little something, you know, and I was pumped up and give him a little something. Not realizing that when he started to break me down, the same doorman would run behind me and stamp his foot and try to pull me down like a narcissist. He was working for the narcissist. Run behind me and stamp and do all this stuff. And would come to me and say certain things and go right back to the narcissist. Working for him. He got a doorman. He got a lot of people in the building that he lives, that he talks to. Tell that you're crazy. You're nasty, you're this, you're that, and all these nasty things about you. When a narcissist never even clean his house. You're the one making know what a clean plate of food is like, or clean his floor, and the muck and dirt that they live in. But he's gonna walk and tell everybody that you're dirty, and you're crazy, and you need to find a job, a 9 to 5. Get a job, you worthless bitch. When the narcissist is living off your money, when you're cleaning a narcissist's place and you're cleaning almost every day, you will mop the floor and you'll go to bed. And you'll wake up in the living room and find the whole floor looking dirty. And you're saying to yourself, what the heck? These are the kind of shit that does to you. Why this thing looking dirty? Even why this towel looking dirty that just came from the laundry? The narcissist rub it on the floor. Dirty the towel. The narcissist go to your underwears. The narcissist put crazy Gorilla Glue in your clothes. The narcissist torment you any way he can, through your clothes, your food, anything he can, to all the neighbors, all the people he's set up against you. So you and somebody will talk and say hello to you, or next thing you pass, and you say hello to them and they don't answer you. Because they have seen a narcissist. The narcissist already coaxed them in that you're crazy and tell all these bad things about you, which is not true. And a narcissist shining with your money could buy pretty pants and new sneakers. And the narcissist says, you know what, that's not enough. I'm going to go on your account and I'm going to steal a commercial. When you look, you're advertising New Balance, you see the narcissist in the New Balance that's advertising free, that they send you free pair of sneakers and shit. The narcissist is wearing them, running your commercial, taking all your money and decide, I'm not going to make you get the money no more. I'm going to put your commercial from Facebook and I'm going to transfer it to Instagram. I'm going to be make a page look like an Instagram. And when I found out to make Instagram shut that shit down, Instagram said, look like an Instagram, but running all this commercial on your line, keeping all the money for yourself. And then you realize you was only working for the narcissist. He wants all the money. He wants your body and he wants you dead. Okay? So So the last night before the guy move out, one of the last guy to move out, when I look, I saw this white lady in there, just looking around, looking up in the ceiling, just looking around, whatever. And she would come and say, "My name is such and such and such." I said, "Nice to meet you." And the next night she came, she was sleeping in his bed, in his bunker. It's a bunker thing that he ties up like a hammock. And before I know somebody was in the house, before I meet her, that's the first time I realized when I came out and somebody said, "Oh, you're playing your TV like that, you need to turn your TV down or else." So now we got people coming to harass you. And at that time, you're so dumb. The narcissist still angling all your money, doing everything. You know what I'm saying? And you're just there, half stupid, still trying to do your video, can't get to do your video, everything. Your brain is not working like it's supposed to. And then you go to him and like, this woman, tell me to come and turn my team to boss me around. He's like, "No, that's not true. I think it's just you. And I think you're just blowing things out of proportion. It's just you. Don't worry about it." And then, she was sleeping in her van and it's cold outside. So I let her come in and sleep. I'm going to rent her the other room. I said, "I thought you said we alone was going to be here." So I was able to do my video and do my stuff. You don't want no more problem with nobody in here. She don't want to bring them in here. Well, I know, but she don't have anywhere else and I'm going to try to help her. Then the woman moved in. Then even inside the room, he helping her clean all the ceilings, climbing up, clean the ceilings and all that stuff. And you went to me like, "Hello, I got a customer on the phone. She wants $300 cream and she have a credit card." And the narcissist would dumb his ears and act like he don't hear you at this point. At this point, he's not hearing you. And you call him again and he did not hear you till after. I say, "Okay, tell me he's not taking any order right now because he want to spite you." And then the narcissist would walk past you and he look on the floor and he saw a sticker. And he's like, "What is that on the floor?" A little freaking piece of sticker that drop off or something, like a price tag, like an orange price tag. And you make the place so squeaky clean that somebody else could have come in here and rent a room. And you make it so clean the best way you can. It was still dirty, but you make it the best way you can because certain corners couldn't come clean. You've been like that for years. Clean the fan, wash the walls. I got to do everything. And he's like, "What is that?" Like, pick it up. What is that? A little sticker. To complain, to start to take set. You understand? The narcissist will come and say, "Oh, me and my girlfriend break up. That's the guy that was in the bike." So he come out and he saw the white lady. "Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning." Acting. He passed me, don't say nothing. Don't want to speak. Don't want to say hi to me now. He got a new feeding ground. He can't get to thing when he come jam his mouth. I tell him I won't do that. As one morning, I told him to get the thing I used to drink, the Insure. After I drank the Insure, I couldn't breathe. I should have called the ambulance. I couldn't catch my breath. It's like they could have catch my breath. So I called him. And I said, "I actually pick up the Insure for me. I drink one of the Insure. And I feel like I'm getting a heart." I said, "Oh my God, my chest, like I'm getting a heart attack. My chest." And he's like, "When I get off from work, I bring you some water." Same price and water, When I get off work, I bring you some water. And that day I remember going to the video till I wasn't feeling good. It took me days to feel good. And from that, I never drink Insure again. But after the rest, I never drink Insure again. Let me tell you, that's how that stopped. Stop drinking Insure. I could have died that day. Whatever he gave me was not to kill me, but to bring me pain in my heart as something, to bring me down. So I'm always be sicky around. You never look well around a narcissist. You can never look well. You always look sick in your face. You look drawn out and sucked out because there's a parasite that's feeding from you. And he's going to feed at any cost. When he come inside and I was sweating and I feel bad and lie in the bed, he come and he touch my nose like this. He's like, "I wanted to help me to bring out the old furniture because you have the old furniture in there that smells stink with roaches in it. The whole teenager roach full them up. Every time take them stuff out and I use them, throw them in the garbage. And touch the nose like this. I'm not well, don't worry about it. I'm going to have the guys help me put on the furniture because I already know what he spice you with. You already know what he spice you with. So all this time, we're buying this big thing of weed from this guy and supporting the guy and making the guy, Jamaican guy, making a lot of money now because the guy is also one of his crew that is against me. One day, there's a picture come to me. The guy sent a picture. I noticed when I buy a little smoke from him, a little piece of smoke for all $50, can't roll nothing. You understand me? I realize he sent This is what the picture is sent to me. To me, that's like a threat in Jamaica, a bite your lip and make up for somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, what kind of picture is that you're sending to me? Threatening me? He's like, no, I'm having a party, a birthday party, and wanted to invite you. Like, me go to your birthday party for no come kill me. Anyway, while I go on with the white woman now, the woman in our room and back there, whatever. And the heat been broken and he haven't fixed the heat in my room or the other room. So the woman go to him and tell him that the heat need to be fixed and thing, and the woman get mad. He used to disappear. When the woman used to disappear, when you look in, I see none of them. When she come out in the morning time, she come out with 2 glasses and whatever she's eating and thing, and come out with two per serving of two. That was cool. All of a sudden them not talking now. It's like a month. It only lasts for like a month. But so I come out and I said, I saw the paper, piece of piece. Look, I take her to court. So I said, why would you do that? You just move here and say, I don't want her to live here anymore. I said, well, that's the woman that's his best friend, your buddy, whatever. He's like, she's crazy and delusional, and I do not want her to live here. I'm actually afraid of her. You think I can come in your room and sleep in your room tonight? And I said, no. Because remember, he wasn't talking to me, showing me bad face and all that shit. And when the woman fall out, now we want to come into my room to sleep into my bed. I was like, no. No, no, no. When he give me money from me, he take 20% out of every money. He said take 20%, which he take a lot more and take more. He said, I got to pay the tax. Make sure your tax has been paid. So I said, I need a paper for the tax that you're paying because I need to see it. He's like, I ain't be paying no tax. I take your money. And if you go to the tax office and let them know that, you're going to have no place to live, nowhere to live, and you won't have no YouTube no more, no Facebook, because I'm going to take them down. I'm going to delete them. Because I have the owner for them, so I can take them down and delete them. You won't have nothing no more. You have nothing. So you better not go to the tax office. That was another blow to my nerves after all that money. So, him and the woman fall out, whatever, and police started come there. Every day the woman calling police. She's black, and this and that, and that's the guy, I think that's his girlfriend. And that's not my boyfriend, because there was nothing going on. One day I just come to you and said to you, can I have some money? I got to go buy a jacket, because I ain't got no jacket. My jacket zipper spoiled. And it's cold outside. And when I go to him, he said, listen, I'm sorry, I ain't got no money. I said, all I need is $250 for my money. And he said to me, sorry, hon, I'm all out. I don't have no money. And I said, what do you mean? What about my money I want it from? He's like, no, there's no money. And that's when, that day, I remember I had $20 in my pocket. And I walk out in the street, not watching the car almost get hit by a car. Because my mind was so far away with the abuse, the smelling, the mag, and it's all my money gone. And the abuse, me can't move. I'm going nowhere else because I have no money to move. And all of this, So it become real hard for me. So him and the woman started to go to court. He started to come back, when I went to court, he didn't see anything. Same like when he became go to court because he's getting narcissistic supply. He's taking as much supply he can get from me, get from her. And when he finish, he go upstairs. You want to old man upstairs. You want to old man down the road to sell books and shit. Him and all of them together. So what he would do is separate from them, and then he go and get them. So him and the woman been in court up and down. The woman tried to fight me in there for no purpose. I don't see them run up in my face, coming after me and all that stuff. So he said, you should never call the cops. Make she alone call the cops. But I was like, no, I'm not making problem with nobody and make she call the cops like I did something wrong. But I'm going to put you in prison. Real soon you're going to be in prison. Real soon. She keep telling me. Right? So I have like salmon fish in the fridge and all that stuff. When I'm cooking the fish look like it has something on it. Like when flour I catch pan fish and like when I need flour and all the fish are sitting. I'm trying to wash off. When I cook the fish in water, white like a milk, I cook the fish now. Now I realize all kind of chemical and sitting dash for my food and for poison me in there. So anyway, the woman actually find an apartment. He had to give her back the money that she gave him by the judge to find a place. And she find it like, she find a place for now and she's moving today. Ain't gonna be all nice to the woman and the woman I move now. All nice up in front of the woman and the woman I move. You understand me? Because that's what a narcissist does. So it end up now, before the woman moving, they end up now a white guy moving. And he never tell me anything. When I look at us in the room full of stuff, I walk to that room when I'm bringing up my laundry and stuff. And he said to me, full of stuff, but I didn't say anything to him. I was in my room because I already know what he's doing. Feeding off me. Don't worry about the fuck I gotta do, man. Videos, whatever I have to do. It doesn't make a difference to him because you do not want me to be popular. You do not want me to have money and to can do for myself. You see, you have to bring me down and kill me at this point because he's so jealous and bad minded that he doesn't have a soul and he can make people laugh. He went and started making videos like me and it wasn't funny. You couldn't find it funny to be laughed. There's nothing to be laughed about. So look at this video that I did the other day. Hello, children. This is your grandpa. Blah, blah, blah. That is not even funny because he wants to be like you, wants to live your life. Whatever you do, they want to do the same thing. He invoked me like, go live. And I go live on the TV. And when I go live on the big screen TV, he jump in front of my live and start to take on my YouTube live like he says. I say, cancel it, click, I'm off, cut it off, I'm done. I ain't got nothing to say. So that is the kind of thing. An organ with me will knock on my door and said, I need to speak to you. And when you come, the narcissist will tell you, you know what? I don't like what you watch on your TV. And it's like, what do you mean you don't like what I watch about reptilians and fun about beings and the earth and different things, which is not human? Why would you have a problem? What I watch is not concerning. What you watch don't concern me in your room. So why would you want to knock on my room to tell me what I watch upsetted you or try to argue with me for what I'm watching? So you don't even have peace to watch something that you like to watch. Okay? If you're using the shower one way, you make sure you change it so you can't change, but the other way you can use it the other way that you used to use it. Put stuff in your food, torment you, calling you, arguing with you for no reason. Saying something rude to you, disrespecting you, come up in your face for no reason, to get your blood boiling so you could smell. Because nobody's going to want you when you're a narcissist. Not the condition your body's smelling and the way you be. Who's going to want you? You have to get away and get yourself together. Or if that person is a good person and is a chosen ones to see the demon on you and try to decide to help you. At points, you start to feel like snake in your stomach. At points, you decide that you're going to end the narcissist's life. Because now, the narcissist has changed your DNA and make you into a devil like himself. Meaning that you start to become angry, your eyes change. You go to bed with the feeling of being mad to take this narcissist out, and you wake up with the feeling. That's the feeling that they have. They swap feeling. They put the evil feeling into you for you to be mad and hateful at them and make you carry this hateful revenge. While they take your peaceful soul, they can sit down and play games with it and eat and relax because they swap your soul. They're feeding off you. They're taking every bit of everything you have to hold yourself together for themselves. And that's just the truth. So when that happened to me, I realized him and the woman at war, and it goes to he started to come back on my side. So when the woman come out and try to jump in and try to argue, go in the kitchen and cooking, just come up there. She thought he got into the laundry, but he didn't. So he come up and he get the laundry and he started video it. And he called the cops. He sit there looking at her deeply. You know, like when you're in love with somebody, someone took on the woman. And she's like, yeah, let me tell you what he said about you. And I wasn't supposed to pay no rent when I come. I'm supposed to live free. And let me tell you, yes, Yanim is doing business. And yes, he took in all your money. And the woman that's talking all these kind of things. I'm looking at him like, got me, man. He got me. I'm telling you, he got me real good. So when he did all that now, I still being a strong person, I do start all that to meditate. Well, I would let out spirit out my stomach and all that because I couldn't stand him and it was helping me to feel better. Because the way the narcissist was feeding up on me every day, it's like death coming to me. You feel like you're dying. You're actually dying. You get weak. You get skinny and sucked out in your bed. You feel like you're just going to die. You're just going to sleep one day and not wake up. Because the demons is feeding off you. You need that fuel, that energy for yourself that come from the Most High God. You need that for yourself, that give you life, that you can move around, you can sit, you can get up, you can talk, you can run. You won't have enough strength to do running. You're trying to do your exercise. It's harder to do exercise, to work out. If you used to work out, it's harder for you because your muscles hurt, you're this, you're that. Everything is not the same no more. And you're forcing it to work out, to pump it. I say pump my weight. Let me say me a pump and a push to be the best I can be. But the narcissist is sucking out all your energy. He's leaving you like a weak, frail old woman from a young person. Right? So when that happened and the woman left, the white guy moved in. And when the white guy moved in, he take the fridge for himself And he spread out, go to Trader Joe's and he spread out all his healthy stuff that he eaten. And then he would set up 2 knife and something upward, like a 2 cutting knife, sharp knife, and turn them upside down and set it on something where the blade is set up like that. And then he would fill the fridge of garbage. I know what kind of thing he was doing, what voodoo he was working, and he's here chanting the lama and chanting all kind of shit, and all kind of shit in his room. And chanting, working voodoo on me. You bring the guy there. I go in the closet and I find his old voodoo stuff because I know what they look like. So be a voodoo man next to me in Jamaica. And I was like, what is the voodoo stuff in the house? I asked him. He's like, I don't know where they come from. And he never knows. And I put them out and find more. I just keep empty out all this evil shit that was in the camp. It was in the closet. Evil, pure evil. And this guy continued chanting and this and that. And there for a while until the guy, he come knock on the door one day and said to me, I want to introduce you. This guy is moving in and I want to introduce you to my friends. I said, why are you coming to me, introducing me to your friends? I don't care for you to introduce me about anybody. If you want to tell, because the guy is moving in, and that's what I'm telling you. I said, well, if somebody was moving in before you moved their stuff in, you would have come to me and discussed that with me. And you did not. So therefore, I'm not interested. But what he does, the guy was narissis as himself, and he wanted the guy to take a feed off me. So both of them come to feed at the same time. And he's looking at your eyes while he's telling you this. And they're feeding off you. And I said, I don't care. I close my door. And one day he calls me. Oh, something happened on the key inside. And me and the guy out here, can you come and open the door for us? And I said, no, I'm not going to open the door. Because at that time, he moved a gentleman inside, a dark-skinned gentleman. I tell you, it was a female at first, dressed up in all them pampers and them dress. And as I go in the fridge, the person was coming and bend over like that, and they brought all the way up in my face like that, bend up all the way up in my face like that. And I didn't say anything. I just said to myself, I knew trouble was going to start. He bring the white guy and he bring the other black guy. The next transit to beat me down, to bring me down. Because when the white guy was talking about him, I was like, I don't know how he's going to afford to pay the rent and blah, 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 and this and that, and all this kind of stuff. Because remember, he started cutting off the money himself. Remember when the transit tell him, do not help that bitch to do nothing. She don't do nothing for you. Don't help her do nothing. Don't help her sell no cream. Thought it was going to hurt me. Not realize he's not going to get to angle more the money. That's why the money cut. And he wasn't able to pay those credit card bill that he trust those money from for all the surgery, all the shit he took my money for. I want to do more and to go back to the doctor and to do more and to shoot up with injection for the lips, for the face, to become like a woman. I guess he couldn't afford it now because he never get his hands on my money that he can afford to do what he wants to do. So when that happened now, I know he was going to run into some serious freaking problem without no money because he claimed to be a money guy to everybody. So the white guy was there with him, helping him out. And the guy come out here talking to me one morning. And when the guy talking, the whole entire eye become black. The white part of his eye right here become black. And the whole thing become black. And when I see that, I walk away. And I realize I'm dealing with an entity. Him and his friend. To speak, him and his friend. And the next person that comes is going to get their ass eaten down. And I was waiting. Honey, like you're waiting for a hot cup of coffee. Hello, honey, I was waiting. So when it goes and the white guy left after, because the next person that he had now, the transit with the breast and everything, walk around without no brassiere around the house, to show the breast and stuff because they're frightened for it to be a woman. So walking around the house without that shit and tights on and started to make all this order and saying that I'm going to bring my pets here. And that's why I move your cat. I said, I put Berry can feed my cat. So I put the pan where the cat always fed. Somebody moved from where the cat will always feed and put it in the kitchen and the window. I don't wonder why the cat food is up in the kitchen and the window. It needs to be where the cat eat next to the cat thing. I put it there, come back and say, Mom, let me tell you something, bitch, I'll hef you up if you let my cat eat from your cat bowl. Because my cat doesn't eat what your cat eat, which is a lie. Because your cat come inside a room and eat up my cat food. Through the whole of Berry comes, so I had to move the food inside for Berry to eat. And I'm going to bring my pets here if you don't want to F you up if anything go wrong with them. I didn't answer her. She said, bitch, I'm talking to you. Do you understand?
You don't have a cigarette, do you?
No, ma'am, I don't smoke cigarette. I told you 10 times. I don't smoke cigarette. I do not smoke cigarette. Stop asking me for cigarette. Not a narcissist right there. Same what I'm talking about. I'm not a problem again, transy. You know what I mean? I'm not a problem about the body begging me before. And one day he was begging me cigarette, I didn't smoke cigarette. He said, you didn't have money, I'm gonna give $5. And after that, you see me, you laugh at me, you jeer me, you try to make problem with me here, you know, and try to treat me a certain way. You're not getting another $1 from me to buy a cigarette. I'm not giving you 5 or 2. I don't have it. I don't smoke cigarette, and I tell you 10 times, don't ask me again. Simple as that. That is why I be like that. So anyway, basically, it was going on like that. So the guy, when I was in there one night, I heard the translator team say, no, you don't effing do this to me. Do you understand? I will F you up. You mother effer. I will finish you. Don't play with me like that. That's how when he started feed from the person now. They couldn't stand to eat in their own goddamn kitchen. He started feed. He started feed. And disrespecting them and blah, 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 and slamming them, whatever. Couldn't take me eat. Don't you try it. And he go in the kitchen on the person in the kitchen, railing and, do you know what, if you don't play with me. So I pass out to take a glaze. I passed to glaze my eyes and I can see what's going on. So when I passed and glazed my eyes, I saw him in his underpants alone, his brief. Saw him in a brief. And he's standing in front of this person into a rope tied up. And said, you don't do this to me in the face like that. And when he see me pass to the bathroom, want so quick, he make us run back out of the kitchen and run, go on the other side and tell the person, come back on the other side. Kind of want me see what I go on. And trust me, from that night on, it never stops. The white guy get up and make us move out and run out. I guess he got scared that she was going to finish him to the east. She was going to finish him too. And it started every night. So, who you think this is? Huh? What you think this is? I will F you up. I will call the police and send you to prison right now. You know I can send them for all that money that you took. That bitch don't know nothing. She's stupid. Let me tell you something. I will call the cops and lock you up right now. For all that. You know what I'm talking about. If I talk right now, you go to prison. What you doing? Right now, that nigga was poisoning me. And I was dying slowly. And that person knew about the poison and threatening to tell him they could call the cops on him and get him to go to prison right now for what he was doing. Right? So I was praying, I was meditating. I was calling down to certain tribes. Calling them when I was praying. And trust me, every night I hear boop, 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 boop. The whole place tearing down and tumbling. I say, Jesus, me jump out of my bed. I say, Lord, it's only you, Jesus. Father God, it's only you. Let it be, oh God, let it be. Put up in him. You better stay there. Bitch, you better stay there. Do you know who you're playing with? You're playing with your Lord. Put up in him. Sit in that chair and sit in the corner. No sleep. You ain't gonna sleep in here. When I pass and I go to the bathroom, because I really have to use the bathroom, the room door is wide open. He's sitting in the corner like a child. She had a piece of stick in her hand. I keep saying she. The gentleman had a piece of stick in his hand because a grown-ass man had a piece of stick in his hand because he's dark, real dark skin, beating his ass. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make my power work. I got to try to find out if I'm powerful and to make my power work. Because at this time, he come and take out the cable box because the man tell him, go take out that cable box out of the bedroom. She don't get no cable. She don't get no internet. She don't get nothing in here. Do you understand? That time I done call my son already and change all my PIN code on my Google. Block him account from my Google, from my Facebook, from my YouTube. Block him from all of my account them. Take them out. Change the PIN code them so he can't delete them. I mean, I'm not going to delete them. My son come and me if call. It's so bad that me if call. He had me on a thing where you call. I forget the name of it. But this thing where you have my name, but when I take a picture or anything that I do, it notify him before me. So when I go to him and say, I just take this selfie, like this selfie right, and it's like, I already seen it. Everything goes to his phone. He's know what I talk to, what I talk about, everything. Yeah, my phone in sync. That's why I keep having problem all the time. So anyway, basically that's how that went. Nice every night. So I said I'm gonna try to use my power. Because at this time you only can try to use your power. Because there's an entity using this power against you. And with God, God has given you power too. And you can do things too with your natural self without, So I started thinking I got power too. I gotta use my power too. So what I did was you had a big screen TV in the room with them watching and thing. Right? And the other one was in my room. Because he told me, don't buy no TVs, waste the money. I got all this big TV here. The other one was in the room. So you come inside and put something that you can use to make out your African movie and everything through the internet, through the thing, whatever. So I don't have the cable no more. I could use that before the internet. And when you come in there, while the person outside talk about, you need to move out. You need to move out. He shouldn't have to tell you this and tell you that. Come taking me on. He's right behind me, rubbing up his pants front on my butt. Because I come there trying to get the box and thing, he fly behind me and rubbing up himself on my butt from the back. While the person out there arguing over him. Right? And I make him take everything and go on. And I say, I'm going to use my power. And I'm going to bring your TV down too. I'm going to bring it down. Because the other one in the room, I take it down and put it behind the door. And when the woman tried to beat me, kill me, and then push the door and what up and brought on the door and bust up the TV. So him lose that big one, take a hammer and hammer through the glass of the door. Them hammer, if you come get me, hammer, glass through all the door. Hammer through the whole entire door. Bash out all the glass them on the door. Bash out only when you enter to the room, say man.
Say what?
No, nothing. I'm on YouTube, thank you. Yes, guys, all over the world. So, I'm a superstar, I'm famous all over the world. That's right. They robbed me while I'm in here, but that won't be long for me to be here. Just money that they took from me and they hold no landlord while I'm here. I'm a superstar, born a superstar. Yes, baby. So, sometimes people think you're trash. You have to let them know what's going on because they don't know what's going on. Yeah, so basically what happened there, let me go out here. I don't want to be there all the way. Yeah, so basically what happened here. Oh, thank you, baby. How are you doing this morning? Yeah. Yeah, so basically what happened at that time, where was I? Was that again? I get distracted. Yeah, so at that time now, breaking out the door with the glass, breaking out with the hammer. I'm gonna kill you, this and that. Cops had to show up there almost every day. Take bucket of water and empty it in my room underneath the door. How evil can you get? Go inside the barrel and put poison all through all my food in the barrel. One barrel of food, I have to throw it full of poison. I buy it for the pandemic. Because they thought that when they stopped helping selling me creams and stopped helping me, I wasn't gonna be able to help myself. Not realizing that the people love me and they was gonna continue supporting me and buying what I sell. So that they didn't know that was gonna happen. But God knows everything and everything would work out for the best. So basically what happened, that was that. And breaking everything. So I used my power and I started to think about the TV in his room. And I used my eyes and think about to bring it down to the ground. Bring it down with my power. I said, I'm going to go now. I'm going to try to leave my body. Meaning that, when you left your body, like when you, just like when you're dreaming and your spirit left the body, or you can imagine something and see something, you just sit on your bed and see yourself walking out of your own body. So what I would do, sit on the bed and I would walk out my own body and go to the room and spin it like a gig head. So I would spin the head with my power, put the TV down and break it. And soon after that, you hear, kashai. Take the hammer and broke up the own boat. I didn't have to touch nobody because you're powerful. Take the own hammer and break the own TV in the room. Kashai, much inches, broke it, turn it over, slam down everything. And that's been going on for a while. Until he must decide to turn something left and some garbage bags. Tie up some stuff in the garbage bag. A 2 black garbage bag she move out the way. Him move out the way. 2 black garbage bag on the roadside at the other side. And when I went into the bathroom, I hear that war going on. I didn't want to be a part of it. So I run into the bathroom real quick. When I get out of the bathroom, I run right back in the room. And he's like, you're running when I catch you. And I catch you over there on 30th Street or 20th Street. What I'm going to do to you, blah, 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 blah. I didn't even answer. Because at this time I lost all my money. At this time I lost all my money. And I didn't have no money to move. And I should have tried to come in the shelter a long time, but because I'm always independent, I'm always an independent person, so I don't need to, again, I'm an independent person, so I don't need to think that I could do it on my own. I could catch myself. All along when the abusers, they're putting them of dollars together and saying that you can help yourself to get a place, and you cannot get to enough because it's taken from you, and your mind is not, you're trying to make it, but you cannot make it. You just cannot, no matter how much you try. You try, but you cannot make it. So they end up till that person left and the white guy moved back in again after that. They have the white guy moving closer to me this time. Him go in the back room when he move with the person, because the police said they need to move further from my room, and him now in the back room. I know I'm dealing with you now. I know I'm dealing with you. I talk certain things, trust me. And the guy come in every day in my ring bell. He take over the old fridge, pack out the old fridge full of things. So I have to use the fridge. I can't put on nothing in the own fridge. My money buy a big fridge. I ring bell and I do all these kind of thing. And I do go to all kind of voodoo sitting up in it, all kind of smell, all kind of powder that I sprinkle the door and all kind of thing. A lot of things trying to take my soul. Trying to take my soul, my nigga. And I come out and I say, the blood of Jesus Christ is against you. The blood of Jesus, and I start a rebuke. The blood of Jesus Christ against you, and I start a rebuke, and I start a rebuke. And I start a rebuke. The blood of Jesus Christ, blood of Jesus Christ. And I start doing that, you know what I mean? Because God is real.
Thank you.
The blood of Jesus Christ against you, the blood of Jesus Christ against you. You know what I'm saying? I come out, telling the man when he come in, you know, today I was doing my thing and she come out, the blood of Jesus against you. He's like, stupid, there is no God. There is no God, mental, crazy. You know, she believe in Jesus or God. There's none exist. I don't know what you're talking about. And both of them going that kind of conversation. Right? And I heard when I wanted the one that she's gonna die. You know what I mean? And imagine he come to me and said to me, the white woman, you see how she doing like there? I feel like taking her out. She just gonna walk outside and boom, 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 and she out. So I said to him, do not come to me in a conversation that somebody gonna walk outside and gunshot gonna take them boom, boom, boom. I do not want to be a part of what you into. So I started thinking the same thing could happen to me because I'm not going by your rule. When I walk outside, boom, boom, and the same thing happened to me. You know, me used to be scared to go outside. Used to say, you're gonna go meet this customer to give them cream 5 o'clock in the evening. Do you think it's worth it? I don't think it's worth it for you to go and meet them for the cream and stuff. Somebody walk this way. I'm gonna put the camera this way. Because I don't want the camera to catch them. Yeah, don't worry, it's on the side.
No, sir.
Yeah, so basically that's how that went. And mash up the place and move. The white man come there and roll up on me. When me look, me wash out my clothes, them dirty. I said, my clothes, them dirty, so. Dirty up and thing, me, I'll make one line of the room, goodie. And rinse out the thing them, because it was so much of them have so much stuff on them. And just throw them over the line for rinse out. And so I'm going to even wash them out again and remove. All crazy glue the man put on the clothes them. Everything was damaged. I got a washer and wash everything dry and fold and put them back and tie them up. When I was ready to move, everything was mildew and rot. Because he make a hole into the bag and pour water in it. Through the hole and make everything wet. Me wonder the bag them so heavy. Wet. All my clothes, my expensive shoes, my nice outfit, on YouTube, all them rotten up. And mildew, I just dump everything. Because I couldn't wash them and put on my body. Because I know what kind of chemical they put in there. So this powder thing started to come up in the room. The whole room full of powder. The whole room spread with something. And that something go up in my nose. If you don't remember, I'm going to post on the picture I still have. My nose red inside. The whole of my nose eating me all the way, like I eat up in my brain. When me come to find out the man put something, the eater thing will lock down, him get some substance, him say we put on dead people, the powder, and show it in there, and show it in there, and it take time and it blow out. Them saying get your friend and brother who is a doctor. When me look, me see my brother communicate, and the two of them I give each other the dead look. All right, baby, good morning. The deadlock look. Two of them I give themselves sign. So when me know it's true. So then this other woman know him I talk to him. If I see him one day, whenever they also follow to him, call me and tell me, say, you see that powder thing and that thing we are going through, him poison you. Is a way put on dead body and he's slowly killing you. That man been poisoning you and you're slowly dying. The reason why I'm telling you, because I do not want to go to prison and I just want you to know what's going on. So all that poison when put inside the apartment, that's when the man come in and try to clean up and try to fix my cough and thing, never come back there. It's still abandoned now. Right? So I try to wash it down with a hose, if you remember. I'm going to wash it down with a hose. That is a problem when the floor gets split up. It starts to bust up and come up and then big roaches. It's got to some hole, me have to caulk up some hole and something. In the kitchen now, because you know I'm afraid of big roach, him start to breed them. Meaning that he got some feeding for the roach, and maybe get the guy bring the roach into a box, the white guy bring him into a box. Because that's what narcissist does. So what he does, he will go to the kitchen and leg out the box of roach in the kitchen. Go ahead, my dear. Leg out the box of roach in the kitchen. Because the kitchen, you can see the fine like something the roach I eat, some fine like a powder or something. And it have a certain smell. So it bring more roach. So when you look, you're seeing 15, 20, 30 big roaches on the wall in the kitchen a crawl. Can you imagine something like of a scary movie? Imagine you scared of one roach and you go see all 30, 40 roach just a crawl all over upon the wall in the kitchen. And you know the house don't have roach like that. And you see them eat the thing. And when you try to get them down at hot water, the whole place smell. You can't eat in the kitchen, you can't cook nothing in the kitchen, you can't do nothing with it anymore. It's abandoned at this time. While the white man still going there and still go look about for him food. And after they do me all of that, they get to the point and I say, you know what, I'm not going to stand for this anymore. So I get one big piece of iron when pull on from me sitting there. And I decided to now plank him with it and take him out. But that time I was full of evil. Of evil to go take this because no more than a prison at the time. It wouldn't work my time for something like that. You know? But I planned and I went out there one night and hide behind the door the big piece of iron in my hand. And the spirit said, no, go back in your room. The spirit said, go back in your room. And I go back in my room. That's why it never happened. And when this next spirit said to me, say, go in there and destroy the fridge. I hear money by it. Cut out that, push it back and cut out the wire and take out it raw wire. Make the white man go buy a fridge if he want to. Store him food, him voodoo for me. And no black, no white, no left in a yard with black. What do you have to call him? No, man. Hi, baby. How you doing? All right? Yeah. So, I said to myself, see, you know what? I said, I'm going to rip out the wire out of the fridge. And make it handy. And when he go and check it and say, nah, work, he get nervous. He come up with one of slippers on him foot. In the morning, take out the man, sit them and put him at the window out the door because the winter. So the man food can stay cold enough to spoil. Because I say, I'm my money buy it. And I've gone through enough abuse and make even use some of my money buy. When I work hard for a rip it wire raw so tight. And that's what I did. I'm not ashamed to tell you. Because same like how the boy them did it and teach me how to do it, I did the same thing. And my money buy it. And I can't use it. I have somebody else in there use it. I put all garbage pack up in it for me things them. Just to spite me, I can't use it. I can't keep no food in there. You can't keep none in there either. And that is the last thing that happened. And I walk out there and I say, you, me, I'm going to be the ending of you. Himself, so you think? I walk up in his face and I say, me, I'm going to be the ending of you. You understand me? So I saw no me did know one night and the spirit said to me, something strange is going on there now. That man look like him going to move out or something, hide and do something, kind of thief up your money and go and stand the law and the judgment. And girl, I never follow the spirit for go hide and look what I go on. When we get up a man and look, I don't see nobody. I don't look nobody for like 2 days. So when I go now, I say, when I feel dead inside, I drink alcohol night and day. I never know it was an alcoholic. Night and day. And then one left in now, night and day, and he take time I move out in sitting them. And so he take time I move out in sitting them to our next destination where he live. And then him call the light company and or them turn off the light from the basement because remember, say never usually pay a light. The light goes by the building itself. have the light on. So when the light go off, I feel it's a building turn off the light because I'm my friend and I tell him to do this and do that. But I was getting light from outside. So I could be able to get my things out, come to rent a storage and take time moving my things them. When I realize he never did it, I go to storage and start bring up my things them to the storage. You know, and I started to feel a sense of peace. Even though it was like no light and things was bad, I was feeling joy. That me didn't have to see, man, I got feelings and my stomach was gone. So even though I didn't have no place to go and the place was in darkness, I have to buy a light down the road, like a bulb light, and then I go outside and pull one plug and get like a light and come inside. I can able to play my little music and continue. And that's when God lead me, I go and get some product and I start make a new batch of cream. I start make a new batch of cream, is a new kind of ingredients. And God show me and teach me and show me and help me. And I start to make the ingredients, it start to go off real fast. So when I rent the storage, I have the storage for $55 a month. I have the storage far, but I have to climb up on a ladder to store them. And when I come here, I remember coming here, I give my money for buy $2 for buy one bottle of water sometime. When I come at the end of September, not the end of September, sometime in September I came here. Last September. That's when I came here, sometime late. And I remember I couldn't even send them to call my son and send me money. I couldn't buy a bottle of water for $2. So I go down the road, I want $1 water, $1 something water, this change alone I have left. I remember specifically, see that alone I didn't have left. And I start to work night and I work nighttime. Oh, thank you, baby. I was just dreaming. See that too tight at my bottom though. I mean, I like that. I give my head tight, drape me up. Yeah. So see what I'm talking about? This is a one piece. It's a one piece goodie. So the piece is a one piece. It's a G-string. A long time I wear G-string to me, that's why I feel so funny. Come see we a lot of G-string. I'm gonna wear. You couldn't tell when I wear G-string also. So maybe that's why. See your Olivet here look nice. See my Olivet they look nice, baby. God is good. Nobody now feed off of my body no more. Remember you feel how your body get flat and sinking. Feeding. Your last in your shape, but now my shape is coming back. My shape will come back now. You know, quite come back because you know me get COVID in December. I was really sick, so it take a while to build my body. And I eat real good yesterday. Yesterday was good food yesterday. Tomorrow morning I get to go live with you early because we're going to leave here 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody out the building by 5 tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 3rd. They say they're coming for an inspection. So nobody can be in the building. So by 5 o'clock, everybody have to leave. So I have some laundry for those. So I plan to do the laundry tomorrow. It's a little clothes and how much. Coming on that much clothes here. And I was going to do them yesterday, but I said, no, Spirit, don't do it. Leave it, because you have clothes you can put on. Leave it and then do it. Tomorrow, when I leave 5 o'clock in the morning, you could just get on the train and go straight to the laundry and wash and dry your stuff. And by 9 o'clock, the storage open. You know, if you got to ship out, whatever you got to do. I got to ship out cream today, too. I got cream to ship out today, too. I come in yesterday and I shipped out yesterday. So I have to go to work just now, guys. I love you. But I want to leave this with you. So, yeah. So that's why I end up with the places in darkness and I end up coming here and I didn't have no money. Like things was real tight. And I have the cream them, but I can't them my Clark slippers on because let me tell them I lose everything. All my shoes, them, my boots, my sneakers, me lose everything nice. I mean nice sneakers me buy. My nice pair of sneakers me buy. I go wear like 1, 2, 3 times, yeah. Everything me lose. So I remember the Clark slippers me buy for my foot and 1 pair of socks. And me go through with that on the train. People look at me like, damn, you know. If we should the Clark slippers just look like a homeless person. So I drag this everywhere, drag it. And I continue to drag the slippers. And in 2 months' time, I was able to make more than $10,000 and save it. In 2 months, I was able to make more than $10,000 and save every penny. When I went in the hospital in December, I had more than that. You know what I'm saying? More than 10,000. And when I went to the hospital, people were buying while I was on my deathbed. People were still sending money to Cash App to Western Union to buy purchase cream. That's how good the Almighty God is. And when I came out of the hospital, all they could breathe, and I still went to ship off people things. All they can breathe. And some I do. I'm going to ship off them things. I'm going to stand up to fight to have life because I believe in God, and God is the only true and the only light of the world. And when this dark entity come for you, if you don't have God, they're going to squeeze the life out of you. But once you got God to fight with you, you're going to win them. And that's why he run away, because he couldn't kill me. He never come to what he planned. And he probably come to the realization like, I'm not going to be able to finish her. So I'm just going to leave. She won't die, so I'm just gonna go. You know what I mean? Because she just won't die. You know what I mean, people? So narcissist is an entity, it's a demonic spirit that seems like it's a human being, and it will attach to you. It will come to you with a newborn car, house, apartment for you to live with him, and you're gonna have a great life. And you, especially as a black female, sometime, and you're not having it easy in this life as a black female sometime, because sometimes there's other races that you can get jobs. You can do better, but they won't give you the jobs because the jobs are too easy for you, make too much money. So they'd rather you babysit their children for them. They'd rather you push your children around the block as a black female up and down the block, push your children around the block, and then they take the job where they could sit in the office and not do much and get paid, and you'll be shoving their children around the block. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes some of these children are not really real children. So you as a female shoving and babysitting these babies around, the babies are feeding off you. Because these babies, some of them are entity as well. And they know how to feed. That's why some of them, they started crying and do all this, make it miserable while you're babysitting them. They're feeding off you. Because that's all they know. They know how to feed. Just like a cat know to eat, a dog, then that entity know how to feed as well. So it's not just grown people feed off you. The kids who are narcissists, who doesn't have soul, feeds off you too. That's the only way they know to live. Just like a mosquito know to suck your blood. It's the same thing. So then you have to realize that you're dealing with an entity that look like a human being. You have to realize that not everything glitter is gold. Not every life that a person gonna give you a car, house, and put up a jewelry, buy the finest wig and finest this and that. You're like, but my boyfriend treats me good. My boyfriend loves me. Look at all the money he spends. But then he don't care about the money he spends because he's feeding from the soul. That is more important to him than the money he's giving you, because then he sustain life. He has life. She has life. You got woman narcissists and man narcissists. And what they do, they will get naked in front of you, create all this excitement in front of you. They don't like to wear clothes in front of you because they're narcissists. A person who's on that is going to cover yourself. A narcissist want to be naked around you. They want to just take off them clothes and just be anywhere naked around you because they don't care. They're looking for attention. Or they try to do other things, talk, make noise, do other things. They're trying to get your attention in their world because they're trying to sustain life. They doesn't have life for themselves. They can get up with you and create a video that makes sense. They can't even do that. They don't have enough intelligence. They lack of knowledge for certain things. They cannot do it. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the power. They wasn't born and elect with the Holy Spirit. And your frequency and your knowledge come from the Most High God. Imagine that you're not getting no knowledge from the Most High God. You just walk around and hate people, hate them because of their skin color, hate them because of this, hate them because of that. Because that's all you're born in is with age. You don't know how to love. You're a child of the devil. You're a fallen angel that seek to whom you can destroy and kill. So at the end of the day, you have to understand that you're a God, and God made man of his own image and give it that power. And when you feel somebody's taking away your power, you have to know you're dealing with an entity. You're dealing with something that's feeding off you, and you're gonna have to find a way. I've tried everything to get out, and I couldn't get out until he left. He had me whole like that. He got me at whole. The spirits that he was using. At night, a certain time at night, you can't even get no sleep. You'll be scared out of your mind. Because through the walls, you hear this thing coming through the walls. And it making your ears hurt. It making your head hurt. This thing that you're listening to is destroying your brain. And you're looking up in the ceiling, looking through the walls, you can't see where it's coming from. And at certain time it comes on. So I'm trying to tell you, forget about love, because they never love you. Forget about making peace with them. They don't care about peace, they're rather war. That's what they live off, your frequency. They live off your strength. They live off you being who you got to be, and something they cannot be, and something they will never be. They want to be because you are, and they want to be like you. They want to live through you. They want to drown your spirit, drown your gift. They want to take it over and take your spirit to get that energy to use. But then they cannot go ahead and deliver it. The right word is delivered, because it doesn't have the knowledge to deliver. It doesn't have the power from the Most High God to even do a funny video to make you laugh to deliver, because it's not coming from the heart. It's not coming from the soul, because they're a soulless being. Whatever they say and do, I even give you a joke, is something they heard somebody said already, not something that they can create on their own. You are a God, you're choosing, you're a creator. Not everybody is a creator. So you have to understand that you're being through a lot in life sometime because you're powerful. And sometimes God let you go through all of this so you can become more wiser and knowledgeable. So you have time to listen to him. Because you'd already listened to the whole world and you already know what's going on. But God gonna show you things that you never hear in this world and let you hear it and let you see it. So let you understand that he's the only one that you got. You ain't got nobody else. You ain't got nobody else to overpower these beings and spirits. I got such power now that when I'm walking, I can see who you are. Yesterday I was coming to Subway, I saw a guy, he's green. When I mean the guy is green, the guy is light green. His whole skin is green. And as he come closer to me, he changed back to a normal skin. I saw a woman walking the other day, and she got like all this dripping, like, like black dripping on her face, coming down like tattoo, but it looked like when water running. Something out of a scary movie. And when she got close up to me, boom, she's back in herself, looking normal. So when you start to see people shifting, and you can see the difference between human and the entity, that's a gift from God. But I'm not afraid, because I've been through so much now and been through that. I'm not going to run away and be afraid. I don't have the fear, because I already knew what I'm dealing with. So know that anybody in your life that hurting you, that arguing with you and doing all these things, they're not for you. They're demonic. When God gives you a soul, he gives you a peaceful soul to love, to be joyful, to be peaceful, and to be happy. And he gives you that soul. And when people come and the devil come in, is to mess with your soul. You sell your soul when you sleep with different kind of men, you're still selling your soul. Because you sleep with the entity, you don't know what they have and what they inserted in your soul. So now that you know that you're a powerful spiritual being in a human body, because when the body dies, your spirit is still alive, and that spirit cannot die. That is why they want to take it. That is why they want to take your soul. They want that spirit for themselves, to control it. To see if they can insert it into their self, to see if they can be like you. But what do they understand? That God is going to step in and block them from taking your life and taking your soul. These are not human. These are soulless beings walking around like a shell. It's like an egg, and when you break it, there is no egg inside. But it does look like an egg because it doesn't have no crack on it. You figure more it's a full egg. It feels like a full egg, but when you crack it, there's nothing inside. So these are entity on the earth. These are fallen angel, the Nephilim spirit. They've been here for thousands of years, and they're not going nowhere until God come back and destroy the devil and burn all of them. You don't want to be a part of the destruction which is coming. And if it does the destruction, God help you and helping you and protecting you and blessing you sometime and giving you money so you can travel and get out of reach. Because there's something coming that we're going to have to run and get out of reach, because you're a child of God. God don't want you to be in it. Because he's about to throw down and destroy and wipe out and clean out. But you, as a chosen one of God, have to go through a whole lot before you can come to this and understand who you are, that you're a spiritual being and you're powerful, and they can see that on you. And they know that you're powerful. Because nothing can stop you from going where you got to go in life. Nothing can stop you from prosper. I could have moved out of the shelter and looking to move now, guys, but I didn't want to have been approved. The government been approved me for somewhere, but what happened? I don't want to share apartment with nobody after what I go through. So I told them, nope, I'm not taking it. Nobody says it's going to take me like a bit longer. I said, well, I wait this long. I could wait a little bit more than share an apartment with anybody, because I don't know who I'm going to share apartment with, and I have no luck. Like I'm a good telling me on Facebook, no, Olivet, you ain't got no luck, and that's true. I want to be peaceful when I left here. I want to be able to talk as much as I want with you guys and be happy and be free after all I'm going through. I do not want to, kitchen with nobody, in a bathroom with nobody. I do not want it. So I said, no, I'll wait. At the same time, I'm looking for something cheap for myself, if I can find it. So I'm dying for the time to get warm. I'm sure I'll get something in the summer. Right? I can't wait. So therefore, and then on my table, I go out the door. You can come out the door, come meet me and pick up stuff off my table. Don't worry. We're just waiting for the warm time. Because nothing ain't going to stop me from keep going and getting God blessing and collect my few little dollars and put them together to make myself better. Because I want to move out New York City. I want to live here. I want to leave. I want to go station in Miami or something like that close to Jamaica, somewhere close by. We want to go Florida, Miami or something close by to Jamaica. But I would not stay here. So, like I said to you, they realize who you are now. Because you see, what happened now these days is not just about COVID or what going on. It's about showing you, God is showing you and breaking everything down. Everything will never be the same again. Even if they try to rise in a different way, it's going to be something worse happening. It cannot come back the way it was no more. The simple fact that the chosen one has been waking up. And from the time you're waking up, and so much of them been waking up, they are not going to be a sheep to the slaughter anymore. They are not going to live their life the way they used to live it. They are not going to look at life the same no more. Because now they realize they got power. They realize people been using my power for a long time. They realize, man, I come in this country and I thought just to come help myself, but I didn't come here to come feed other people. And almost they sit on the train feeding people, arguing in the train, fighting with you, disrespecting you, doing all kind of things, ramming card by you, telling you excuse, doing all these things to you, and then tell you, I'm sorry. They're not sorry about it. They want to get you upset. They want to ram you. Like I was walking a couple days ago, I take the stroller of the baby and ram me with the stroller. Like she was moving in a rush. And I walk at the park and I go down the park, I see her standing there doing nothing. Nothing. Standing there doing nothing. So when God bring you to here for you to see, I'm not a Christian, people, but I'm a believer of the Most High God. And I knew that some people down here is not belongs. God didn't make them. God did not make them. God didn't make no soulless being. So you got to watch out and take care, because right now they're falling like crazy. Right now the soulless being, they are falling like crazy everywhere, because God is taking action. God is taking action because there's so much of them feeding off us. God is taking action. That's what is happening. God is taking action. What you can hear, you don't hear. What you can see, you don't see. You mind your business. Because God is taking action. And action has to take before things can be changed. The narcissists are evil. They're demonic. They are not human. And they're here to destroy you. They're here to make love to you and insert themselves into your spirit. They are parasites that feeds off you. Everything that you gather around them, you will lose it all. You will lose your job. You lose yourself. You lose your clothes, your shoes, your money in the bank. You lose everything, and you will lose your life with a narcissist. Know that a narcissist only study how to destroy, because they don't do anything else. They're born with that in them. That's their DNA, to destroy and to hate. You cannot change somebody's DNA. They want to change your DNA. Yes, they do, because you're too powerful. And it's plain that you're going to need your power to off this beast off you. That's why they want you to be powerless. They want to change it so you have no power. When these beasts come to you, they can devour you. But you got to stand firm and say to yourself, whatever go in this body could come out by the Almighty, and purify it and clean yourself and stand first in your prayer, and nothing can stop you. No matter what you take, no matter what you take in your body, it doesn't make a difference. You believe in the Most High God, under certain circumstances, you're going to be removed. Let me tell you, God is powerful. And I'm a sinner, and I don't say I don't cuss to Ras no one then come in. I preach what she a Christian and she want to say I cuss. Move your mama Ras and go sit down. I'm talking about true thing, that the Most High God exists, and you cannot exist without him. If you're existing without him, it's because you ain't got no soul, and you're a soulless being, and that means the devil is your father, is your family, because he's a soulless being as well. He is a soulless being. And that's why I do so much wicked things. And he do not want you to inherit everlasting life. Because remember, when the body dies, the soul could never die. Think about that. If you broke your phone right now, and the phone is destroyed, can you get a new phone and upload back your YouTube channel? Put the apps back on your phone and the phone is good to go, ain't it? So when you passed away, all your memories, everything is intact. All your frequency is intact. The body might not be good no more, but everything else is intact. And that is why you have to face the Most High God, because everything is intact. When you get a new body, you will still remember your family that you see in heaven. You will still see people that you love and remember them. The reason why you won't forget them is because all your frequency is intact. If you're evil, your evil frequency intact. So that's how after death you still torment in your grave. When they bury you, you're still tormented. You're lying in your grave and you know that you're dead and you feel the worms eating your flesh and you can't stand after the worm eating you. Rats, big rats on the ground, biting you, tearing your flesh off, and you're seeing this lying there, and you're dead because all your frequency intact for you to know, for you to see, for you to hear without a body. Without a body. That's how you know that God has given you part of him, which is a God, because it will be still sustain that high frequency that cannot be destroyed. When you go with your frequency, all the good things you did, and everything is on your record. You have a record, that's your frequency. You don't come here to stay forever, but God give you a piece of him, that he collect everything on that frequency. That breath don't belongs to you, it was lent to you by God. The breath that the narcissists are taking in, it don't belongs to God, wherever they get their breath from. And that is why they're so evil, because they don't have a heart. They cannot feel. They cannot feel sorry. They cannot feel pain. They don't care. They're raw as a cut of meat. And that's why most of them eat a lot of red meat and all that shit. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about nothing. Because they're scavengers. Eat everything, do everybody. It's all about indulging. Drink the most alcohol, sleep with everybody, do everything, because they're soulless being. That's the only thing they enjoy on this earth is the food. The nicest ice cream, the biggest beef steak and pork chops, the biggest restaurant, the biggest car, the biggest diamond, the biggest party, to party all night till morning light and wake up and do it all over again. That is what they enjoy. Go and buy the most name brand. That's what they enjoy. What you enjoy, knowing who you are. Yes, you can buy a 2-piece of clothes, but you ain't got to go buy the name brand if you ain't got the money. You buy what you like and what you can afford to buy. And you're satisfied with that. And you eat what you know which is good for you. And you're satisfied with that. Let them go on and roam the earth and eat and much and drink and one. Because when your time comes, with your Father in heaven, you got an everlasting life, which they won't have. They won't have, because God didn't give it to you, and God ain't going to give you life then. He never give it to you then. He ain't going to give it to you now. You wasn't made by him. You were made by a machine. Or you was pumped out of a needle into a woman's womb. You was manipulated and put in to grow. Okay? So the end after day, who God bless, no man curse. And I'm still saving. And I have more than that now. Hello. I know I have a new cream on the market. I'm taking the market like a storm right now. A new cream that just came out, I think, about like a month ago. The mango and pineapple cream. Mango and pineapple cream. And people love it. People buy it and they call and say, Olivet, I ain't going to tell her, I buy cream from you all the time. And I'm not saying the cream, I go, this cream is number one. Because I spent how much $1,000 into one batch of cream. I'm making a bucket and I said, I'm going to make that bucket full. I'm going to put all it, make it be the best. So I'm put it on my face. They say put on my face, dark house like in the hospital. Goody call and say, Goody, it's almost 2 days now, about the cream from me 2 days now. And I seen the difference. It's so moisture, it's so silky. It's not dried up and, it's silky and moist. Because I spend to put more in my cream now. So I go up now. I go up on my creams now by putting a lot more medicine in and more expensive stuff. And spend the money so one person get it, they feel the love. I know it's something good for your skin, clean your skin, not gonna damage your skin. When you go back dark, you go back with it. So when you go back dark, it look like roast breadfruit. Good creams. So the mango and pineapple cream is what everybody buying now to clean the skin, move dark spot. It help with stretch mark and all these kind of things. Leave your comment. I'm going to come back and listen to them. Go through them. I'm going to talk back to you on your comment and all of that. So leave your comment. You have this experience and your children around a person that will drinking in your house, cursing you, beating you, disrespecting your children and all that, just collecting all the fuel from you, bossing you around. It's time for you to take time and move out and let them know when you're gone and disappear and gone. Because sometimes they will end up take your life if they know that you're going. They're trying to take your life before you go. Or try to take your children's life because they feel enough for you and your children. God bless you. I have to run. And I'll talk to you later. I'm going to get dressed because the time is going and I want to go ship out them creams. And I'll get back to you later. I'll probably have to charge the phone a little before I go. I don't like to go outside with a dead phone. So I probably have to charge the phone. I think I'm going to eat the same thing I ate yesterday. I don't know what I'm going to eat today, but I think I should eat the same thing I ate yesterday. That was some kale. I went to Sweet Greens. I got some kale. I got me some chickpeas. And I got me some roast sweet potato. I got me some oregano, or what you call it? You know, I always call it oregano because I'm Jamaican. And a lot of different greens, good greens. And I got a big plate yesterday. And I got me some, that thing is not too healthy to eat, but I had a little bit of it yesterday. What you call it? Tofu. I did a tofu because I didn't want no chicken. But I sleep really good and feel fresh. I wake up early, I take a shower, I come to talk to you guys. I feel great. So I'm going to try to get that today again and so forth because it was so good yesterday. So I'm going to get it on an avocado. So that's what I have and that's what I'm going to be having today again. Sometimes I go and do like a piece of fish. I know one of them might do one like a chicken wing, but I know something do very often because I'm not supposed to eat chicken. And I do the fish and I do roti. I do shrimp roti sometime. You know, shrimp not good for eat. But I'm just be honest with you, know, because my body was so skinny. And I stay upon the vegetable alone, so small, and the skin hanging. My skin was hanging when I come out of the hospital like material. It crawling. I never like how it look. So I try and pull it out. So I had the roti, I do fish. I do the fish with the roti. I do fish tea, a lot of fish tea, and so on. And sometimes I do chicken foot soup, but not all the time. I do chicken foot soup with potato and so on, and yam. But that's what I eat. And so forth. I can't put my stomach big and swell out like this, you know. And so I must take care of myself. Because your power lies within the food where you eat. And when you eat certain food a lot, you don't get powerful, you get less powerful. So you want to stay powerful. You want to put the greens in and all the stuff that your body needs. Your body's like a tree. All the organic stuff, you want to put it in. Put it in the body. All the organic stuff, you want to put it in the body. Put in the body so you can get more powerful when you speak. You have more knowledge. Your brain works better because it's not clogged up with all of that red meat and grease and all that kind of thing. So it makes you more powerful. It really does. When you eat good, it makes you powerful. That's the key. If you want to be powerful, change what you eat and you become powerful because now the God you are start to show up and it start to show everybody that you're them see they're mad with you. And when they're mad with you and they start to argue, I say, soulless being, I ain't got no time for you, soulless being, because I know you want my soul, baby, and I ain't giving it up. So this is why you're going to need to be powerful and walk. I'm not telling you what to eat, not to eat this, not to eat that, because I do a little bad sometimes. I do the ice cream sometimes, but the one without the milk, without no, I forget the name of it in the supermarket. It doesn't use no milk. It's all natural, right? And so on. When I want to get a little sweetness by my tongue, I want to make a milkshake and buy one of them there. And put some almond milk and with some ice and stir it up and drink that down. And it tastes good, same way without the milk, with the almond milk in there. You understand me? So I that me drink. I want to drink milk, me drink almond milk. When I make milkshake, almond milk me use and make it. So I love you. I want to get this thing done so I could come back early and talk with you later on and so forth. So I love you and God bless you. And remember that the narcissists need your attention. They need you to talk. They run behind you in the social media. They stack you on social media. They try to get people to stack you, but they cannot be like you. At the end of the day, they're bad mind and grudgeful and hate you because they cannot be you. And they want to act like they're better off than you. They could never walk in your shoes because you have the light of God. And once you have the light of God and you're not living like they do, that means you're better off than them because you have the Most High God with you. And that's the best thing you can get ever is to still have God with you. So let me make a joke, the man cuss to rasp on Facebook and sitting and go on and miscut a fat and thing. But there's nothing behind it. My soul is clean and I do got a soul. I know they're sleeping man. I know they're stealing in front of nobody. I know they're stealing in front of nobody. I'm not out there lying to nobody, tricking nobody, doing evil to nobody. I'm not out there doing none of that. All I do get up and say, I little cream them, I run my little joke with them sometime, and that's it because of my family. Uno, I'm a friend, and that's all I have is Uno, the end of the day. Uno build me up when I fall, and I'm going through everything Uno to encourage me, and I'm here. I know I'm going to get the place set, and I hate to be in here, but I'm doing what I got to do, same way and safe. Okay, Mama? I love you, and so on. God be with you. I'm going to take some calls, and so on, and so forth. And so on and so forth. Yes. Tell the soul let's be that. So on and so forth. And so it shall be done by Jesus Christ, our living God. Amen to that. Gloria, God bless you, Gloria. Glory be to God in yes. Yes, Gloria. Let's Balson. Glory be to God in the eyes. Yes, Balson. God bless you as well. Lady Impress, God bless you. Good morning. Balson, yes. Thank you so much. Love you too, Balson. Am I pronouncing your name right? Can I go to school a lot, Balson. Balson. God bless you too, Balson. Big up yourself. I remember you guys who are choosing and doing your YouTube channel. Long as about the narcissist and you're choosing and what you've been going through. Remember to leave a comment here. Let we know where to find your channel so we all can support you and give you that love and that strength that you need to get away and the love and support to pull you up. If you have cancer, diabetes, or any sickness you have, never write yourself off as dead. Because remember, it's only the body is sick, not the spirit. But you cannot make the spirit become sick as the body. Because the spirit itself can heal the body. So when your body gets sick, you can't just give up. I never give up. I almost died twice in there. I never give up. When I feel like death was coming to me, I say, Lazarus! I get up and I start shaking myself. Shaking. I say, Father God, you give breath. Give me some of your breath. Blow some breath into me. I need to breathe. But God did that. God did that for me. He did that for everybody that he loved. So I ain't got to be here talking to you. My mom could be white this time, dead from December, gone and done bury. But God still have me for a purpose, bro. Sometimes I fall down so low, but I have to get back up. Sometimes you fall down low. You feel the spirit low, like, boy, you need to pray. Spirit low, you don't pray much days now. Your spirit low. Or you say something I sin and say I cuss toward you. Some things affecting your soul, you feel low, but then you come right back up again. Because you're not giving up this fight. It's a fight. You're going to go down low, but you're going to come back up. Because it's a fight you're in. It's a battle. And some battles you go down, but you come back up and you still win. Right? So, know yourself. Don't make no woman come to you because of them private part and control you and be a narcissist and do you like that. No. No woman, no man. Nobody. Because you know you're not dealing with a real person. You're dealing with an entity. Them they in every country. Jamaica, Toronto, England, America. Narcissists, they're everywhere. You have narcissist children too. Everywhere. So you have to know that they're feeding from you. Some of these babies you push around for other people. The baby's feeding from you. That's why the baby is growing. That's why your baby's sitting the baby. It's to feed the baby. Otherwise, you're not just babysitting the baby to watch the baby. You are feeding a child. Because all these people that have you watching the baby to pay you, imagine how much money they're making that they can afford to pay you to watch their child when they need to watch their own child and work part-time so you can get a job in the system too. They wouldn't like you to have a job in the system. They'd rather you shove their children around and they stay on top of you. That's the way they stay on top of you because what they're paying you is a little bit of nothing. Whatever they're giving you, they can afford to give you. It's not hurting their pocket. But why don't they take some of that time to work for themselves and have you working some for yourself too and take care of their own children? You got to be taking care of one of somebody else's children, feeding off you spiritually, and you pushing that every day so you get a babysitting job and you can't get a job on your own. That person that have you working for them need to take part-time in that job that they're taking so they could take care of their child and make you get part-time to work. That's why you will never get no jobs. You will never get no jobs for them kind of jobs. Because they make it be like that. They got to go in their office and sit down and do much and make all this money and sit here and laugh and talk about you while they should be their children around, feeding off you and laughing after you. You got to wake up and start doing something for yourself. Sell 2 t-shirts, 2 panties, something online. You got to start doing something because you're God. Start manifesting for yourself. Start manifesting. Take some of that money that you made for your paycheck and put into something else. Throw a partner with it, a susu with it, and get into something else and stop feeding. Get away. This is the time for you to know that you're feeding people and children spiritually, and it's not good for you. It's keeping you down, bound to be poor and to be lower than everybody else when you're the highest. You're the ice light worker. You're the ice beam. You're supposed to have more. Open up your eyes and see. I'm never going to stop my hustling. My little cream, my little jewelry, my little this, my little that. You know what I'm saying? My little perfume aisle, my little go away evil. And all them something they will miss, you know. I'm not stop my little hustling because I'm not going to go on nobody to show me around. I'm not, and those days are over. Those days are done. God is my witness. God is my strength. And when I take my last breath off this earth, I want to say, Father God, I'm coming home to you if it's your time. I don't want to be lost. I don't want to be messed up and mixed up and blend. Some of these people living for nothing. You know, Sarah? You can't come on earth and living for nothing. For nothing. My trouble and trial that I've been through this earth wasn't just to be to the trouble and trial and to tell you. My road that I took is for you. My road by drinking alcohol, my liver collapse, almost died, is for you, not to drink. My road to get involved in drugs is for you. My childhood working up without a father and a mother to show me love is for you. My life today from being a strip joint and pulling tricks with another guy is for you. It's for you to realize that when God bringing you through, you go through the struggle before you get to the top. But when you get to the top, God will never leave you alone, right, Auntie? Never. God will never left you. It's you got to leave him. It's you got to turn your back. And when you turn your back and you said, Lord, 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 he's ready to take you back. And even when you turn your back, sometimes he's protecting you from your enemy. Because you know just now you're going to wake up and you're going to find your way back. People, there's nothing left in the world right now. When you walk the street, you look and you see it's only sin. Sin is something that destroys your soul. Sin is make you feel depressed and stressed. Man, I feel depressed. I feel stressed out. Boy, sin. Sin. Sin is what they call depression because there's not named depression. There's not named stress. What's the name of depression and stress is a thing of the mind. Hi, baby. When you're sexy son of the man, you need a man. Ain't good, eh? Yeah. Yes, baby, I know. You know what I mean? What you call depression and sex and stress is something, is from the mind. If you lie in your house right now and you're saying, man, I'm stressed out because I don't have this and I'm stressed out because I don't have that. What do you have? Isn't it sustaining you? Isn't you still alive this morning? Even if you go one thing and mackerel and stretch two dumpling, isn't something going to put in your stomach? Till you could get something else? So why are you going to depress over something and some stress and depressed? That is something that you're putting inside your own mind because you're a God and you're powerful. So what are you doing? You go on a little computer in your mind and you start to set these things in your mind and depressed and stressed. Then the body start to go with it. The body get drowsy and tired and linger down because whatever in the spirit goes with the mind. What if you're feeling good and you're feeling young, you're feeling nice? You're going to look young, you're going to feel nice, you're going to look the way you feel. You look the way you feel. So what you think have a lot to do with you. So if you're sitting there stressed and putting all this stuff, you making yourself feel that way. I bet if you do the little bit where you have, you put on your little music and you dance and you're happy and you're joyful and cook your little food you have, you feel joy, don't you? Because you decide to put the music on, you decide to think joy, or you decide to pray, you decide to be in a good state of mind. Then you're going to be in a good state of mind. If you're thinking, I'm stressed and thinking things of the world and you're putting yourself in a bad state of mind. So of course you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel bad because you're a God. You direct your own way. You're the one that direct your own path. So to say this and to say that, I love you, I got to go ship these people cream out because it's late and I got to get on the train. You know I got to go all the way to Brooklyn. If anybody need any delivery today, you need cream, call me. There's a lot of delivery. Yesterday I was beat. I was tired last night. You know, I was tired last night. I go yesterday to the junction, deliver cream, Utica Avenue, Franklin Avenue. I was delivering cream yesterday and foot. And just take the train and foot and deliver. So I'm going to Brooklyn today. If you need cream today and you want to meet up, let me know so I could get your cream. I don't deliver to anybody or anybody have to really know you. I don't like deliver to a stranger I don't know because I don't want to show up and you're not there or somebody want to set me up the evil. So because of that, I be very careful. I don't deliver to everybody. I don't deliver to everybody. So I love you and so on. And just have a great day. Just have a great day because you can. No matter what you're going through, you can have a great day and you will have a great day. So I'm going to go now with the outfit. I'm going to wash it again. Me put it on. When I wash it again, me put it on, and that's it. It's beautiful. But outside it's not warm enough because I was gonna flip flop on my foot and go up on the train. Put my bag over my shoulder and go with my business. But too cold outside, me can't do that. So when you see me dress outside a certain way, I have on up a coat and all them something there. The reason why I do that. Yes, Mama. The reason why I do that.
Oh, the outfit you got on.
Yeah, thank you. The reason why I do that is because I do not want to get sick. I mean, I like the cold. So when I see me outside on the train, you could never tell me look like a homeless person. Some of them want to take picture of my jacket and one could tear in the back. I put on 2 jackets, the next one kind of old over the next one. I mix my cream them in and keep myself comfortable because time soon get warm. So when you see me outside sometimes I go recognize like damn, she look like homeless, so she look so like one woman take me on yesterday. So I got the ATM, so I grab like a dollars for me, go to them, you know, and to jump on the train. And she hug over the train, over the thing. So, you know, so I went inside and I said, Miss, you know, because I don't care about color, if we're white, purple, blue, or black. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? When I realize you're a soulless being and I don't want to mess with you. So she hung over the thing. So I said, can you using that ATM? Can I use it, please? You know what I'm saying? And so on, she did it over it same way. I talk on the phone. You can't tell she's a drug addict. I'm big fat white woman on the phone. So she did, I said, oh, I don't have how I need to use my card and all that kind of stuff. So she stand up there and I said, well, so Miss, can I use the phone? Because you're not going to be using the ATM. Can I use it? So I went over there and started using it. Then she went and said to the guy, you see what you did? She come and shoved me away from the ATM. So the guy was like, that's not true. The owner for the store, because he was right into when I asked and she moved. This woman, you know what? You need to be put in a cage and lock you up. I said, how dare you? I said, bitch, I dare you. Put who in a cage and lock you up? You think this at one time? Me see a scaly like a bastard soulless being you. Who you talking to, your soulless being? You're scaly like when fish want to scale. Who you to? With none of teeth in them up. Me see you suck good until all the teeth them gone. I got bone cancer, you know, in my, that's why I'm doing my teeth. Me say, yes, and then go and kill her because of your dirty ways. Me say, I go and kill her, they see, I suck good until the people from laugh in front of the store, see? I come tell me, say, me a monkey, me never put in a cage. Eh? When I done with her like a rat, I said, yes, I tell her, so when me done with her, people, me done with her. Me say, look on you too. Look at your pants dirty. Look at your skin scale like a where you come from or who you be. Who you really be. Who you want to put me in a cage? You must be mad. Put me in a cage. You want to come try me and throw me. So come and throw me in a corner. Come. I'm right here. Come throw me in a corner. Me see your soulless being able to have teeth in your mouth. Because get bunkers. Me say, yes, and I go and kill your ass. Dirty little scaly bitch, you. Yes, so I saw that go. So I love you and tell them some mouth no good. Me might be humble because me in here. I mean I fight nobody in here. I mean don't approve in here if you get my place already. I mean I go fight with the dirty bitch them. Otherwise, me put them in them place. But wait till when me come out. Or me go disgrace them. They don't go come on the internet and they're gonna have to run. Well, we're going to disgrace them when I'm done with them. Tell them. So yes, so forth and so on. Get that. Nasty, scaly ass. God bless your child. I don't want to say myself. So I'm going to go and I love you. And call in and get your mango and pineapple cream. It's really great cream. Good. It's better than all the cream I made. And you're going to move your spots. You're going to be joyful with it. I sent some guy Canada to one of my fans. Albert, big up yourself. And he was such a nice gentleman. And I sent a whole $300 jar. So, you know, it's a big jar of cream. That. And when we got the UPS, we got send it off, them charge me 60. The lady said, much you charge, much you not charge. She said $67. $67. So I said, all right, then I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it for $67. When I walk out and check my phone, it's $80.50 me pay. $80.54. And child, when I wait for the man to get the cream, and the man now get the cream over 2 weeks and go back and check with the UPS. I'll never find up on the computer, so then damage your package and mash it up and dash it away. Then damage your package, damage broke, and dash away, and that's it. So that's all my whole $400 gone on the drain. Child, me never know some of the worst people for ship with worldwide, UPS. Me never know that, but I'm gonna make sure they be known. So, me love you, darling, me go. Because I sit here tight up in my body hole, and squeeze my body hole. Me don't want to go give me yeast infection like some yeast infection, girl. Because every day they have yeast infection. They have to wear pad because of yeast infection. They live with yeast infection. Then this is ma. Me go on here. Me gone. So let me go. And God bless you and God be with you. I love you. Mwah. And so forth. Lanky, what's up? Big up yourself. Lady Impress, of course. Balson, of course, because them things you're choosing, you can't see you're not gonna cost them dirtiness. Them dirty, cause you know, they up on earth, you know, so they're dirty. You don't you can't see them. You're an angel of God. You can see straight through them like a looking glass. And in a forbid, God bless you as well. You have a lot of some white people out there who have soul. Some of them not a soul. You have black people who have soul, some of them not a soul. It's all over the world. You hear me talk till the battery done, me want to say battery done. The battery done to mama. Before charge it up before me go. So I'll wait a little bit more for me can go because before charge your phone. Anyway, I love you. I'm going to follow the farm them for whoever go today. And the cream already buckled. That's the greatest thing. So when I went to the store, I just go take out them and just drop them this package bag. My good to give me one package yesterday. I love her to death. Her mom passed away also a couple weeks ago. And she always give me the package them and make it send for $10, any amount in the package for $10. So I love you guys and I'm going to run because the battery dead. I'm gone. Closet, what's up? God bless you. God bless you. Yes. Yeah. Leave all your comments and let me know if you meet a soulless being and know you got to stay away from them. There's nothing you can meet with them. You can't make peace with them. You can't do nothing with them because all they offer is to destroy you. No matter what you do, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. I warn you. Take it from me. You have to get away. God bless you.